What is going on, brothers? What is going on? It is your dude, International Passport, here again for yet another classic live stream. I want to say first and foremost, please press a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How is my audio? Okay, please press a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Who's in the building tonight? Okay. Johnny Walker, what's up, Johnny? I see you, brother. How you doing, bro? That's a brother right there. Ronald Taylor, thank you very much, Ronald Taylor. I appreciate you for confirming. Can I get a couple more ones just to make sure that the audio is clear across the board? So please press a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know right now. Sam Combo, and who else is in the building? Gold Samurai, been a minute, bro. Hope you're keeping well. So press a one. Who's in the chat? All right, Gerard Iben Lamont, long time, bro. Awesome. Let's get it. So, brothers, I want to say, brothers, welcome to another classic live stream, future classic. A huge thank you to all those who have supported me over the past couple of years. That's been greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. Welcome aboard the new people to the International Passport Movement. I accept and I embrace you in open arms. Okay. So, brothers, special announcement. I will be accepting new batches of students for my new Python class. Okay, so I'm currently teaching my current Python class, but I'll be taking in new students in April. Okay, so you can see the link is pinned. You must join the Python tier on the Patreon. Okay, which will give you additional benefits, and of course, you get access to my Python classes when I teach you in a live interactive session once a week. Okay. So please, if you're interested in funding your trips abroad, getting into IT, a lot more intel on foreign women, join the Python tier on Patreon, and I will add you to my upcoming Python classes where I teach you how to code in Python. Okay, awesome. So hurry up. Last year's spaces went really quickly, very quickly. So I will only be accepting 100 people this time. So a bit more. Okay, 100 people. Anything over than that, I will not accept new students. Okay, so I'll be accepting 100 people for my Python class this year. Okay, this first time of the year. I'll be teaching it twice this year if I can. So make sure you join this class. Awesome. So, brothers, please make sure you hit the PayPal, you hit the super chats to show me some support, and of course, cop the merch too. More Panama videos are still coming. Okay, there's a lot more coming in the next couple of weeks. I got a lot of intel for you, brothers, so please be patient. I am doing my best to try and get the videos out slowly but efficiently. Awesome. Let's get started. So, in this stream, brothers, we'll be speaking on Dutch women in Holland and Polish women. And I have a very special guest with me called Mr. N of Existence. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome, brother. Good to hear from you. So, bro, do you mind giving us a brief intro about who you are, where you're from, and anything special about you, brother?
All right. So I'm in my mid-30s. I'm a black man, passport bro. I've transitioned quite a bit in my life. Was in the military in the past. I did 10 years. And I've traveled extensively since I was 4 years old. And I was MGTOW at one point. I've been Red Pill for almost a decade now. And I think the passport bro movement is the way to go. And I'm excited to see where it goes in 2023.
Fantastic, bro. I want to say a huge thank you for coming on the channel to share your experience. So, let's get straight into it, brother. So, let's start with Dutch woman. Wow, Dutch woman, which is something that I've tried to get into on for many years, but it doesn't appear that like a lot of American brothers have been to Holland. So, my first question to you, brother, is: are the women in Holland, are Dutch women checking heavy for brothers? If so, tell me why, brother.
So it depends. If you so my experience is mostly in Amsterdam, and it's a very big melting pot. And so the girl that I was dealing with, she was interested in black men, but I wouldn't say as a whole that Dutch women are focused solely on black men. There are a lot of Africans there, and so it's not a you don't have the exotic appeal I want to say, like you would in Germany or Czech Republic, those kind of countries. Um, but if you're looking to date a Dutch woman, it is very possible you wouldn't have much trouble. They're approachable. They're not going to run you away like the women in the U.S. would, and you could definitely do well. You just got to carry yourself the right way, um, be polite, all the normal things you would expect to do as a man. And yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. You can talk to them on the streets. You can talk to them in restaurants. They're very friendly, very open minded as well.
Okay, interesting, bro. So when you say that um, they are checking kind of, so is it, I know it's a very multicultural society. Is it mostly the white women that are checking for brothers, the black women there that are checking for brothers? What group of women there the most do we see in Amsterdam, and who likes brothers the most?
So the girl that I dealt with was from Aruba, which is crazy, far away from the Netherlands, but that's her home country. Uh, Again, like I said, it just depends on who you run into. I want to say that everybody has an even playing field in Amsterdam. I didn't notice like one race outdoing the other. Everybody kind of just found their spot and hit it off pretty well. Um, there are quite a bit of white people there. Obviously, it's a mostly white nation, but I think as a black man, you still would not have much trouble at all. And in the type of women that are there is almost everything. You've got Asians, you got blacks, you have whites, you have Spanish, uh, just about anything you could think of, except for maybe some of those like niche uh, type of people that are like kind of far off in East Asia. You can find it mostly in Amsterdam, and there's a lot of Russian there as well. Germans go up there and for vacation, so you can run into them. It's pretty flavorful. I mean, if you don't really know what you want, that's probably a good place to go and just kind of experiment a little bit. Like I said, it's very open society, very open minded people, and they don't really give you too much trouble. The women are very friendly, and if you're trying to date, it's in my opinion, is easy
Hmm.
as long as you carry yourself the right way. Like you're over there uh, being rude and loud and obnoxious, and you don't dress well, you're gonna have a lot harder of a time. But dress decently, nice pair of shoes, do your hair, good attitude. I mean, you could talk to any girl and just have some confidence. It doesn't take a whole lot, and I know a lot of people are used to cold approaches in the US and them failing 50 to 60% of the time, or with all the changes to laws and attitudes today, where some men are just afraid to talk to American women because they don't want to be seen as a harasser or anything like that. You don't really run into that. The women are very receptive. Um, I went to a
Ooh.
restaurant and I was actually able to have like a 15-minute conversation with the waiter just about random stuff, and she was just very receptive. She listened. She wasn't interrupting me, and it was just a great time. I had a great time when I was there.
Amazing, bro. Would you say like your experience, your positive experience in Holland is due to the fact that you are Black American, or would that also apply to Black British men and Black Canadian men, or do Black American men have some sort of status there that elevates them to the top?
Out of UK and American Black, I think UK might have a slight edge. You guys are closer and visit more often than Americans. For most Americans, I think going to Amsterdam is kind of more of a dream, for other reasons at least. I think UK has more of a presence there, and so I think they might have a slight edge. So you would have a slight edge over me if it was our first time, just because of proximity. Um, but again, like I said, it's pretty even for pretty much everybody. I didn't notice an overwhelming landslide victory towards white people or Asian or blacks. It was just it was probably the most equal dating scene I've seen in a while.
Hmm. Okay. So, brother, so your eyes there as an outsider in Amsterdam, did you see black men with good-looking Dutch women across every single race there? Because I'm just hearing Dutch. I think yeah, I always used to think it was like sort of like a white man society. The white men kill it there. They get all the best girls there. But are black men also getting the best women there in Holland of across all races?
Yeah, actually, the first time I went there, I had a Russian girlfriend, and I was doing my side eyes when she wasn't looking, just to kind of check out what was going on. And I across a couple black and white Dutch couples, and the Dutch women were beautiful. One had dreadlocks, like blonde dreadlocks, and they just looked so good on her. Um, I had bad thoughts in my head, but I was trying to be a good boyfriend at the time. uh, I mean, Dutch women are very, very, very beautiful. Um, so it's kind of hard, in my opinion. I guess unless you go like to very, very, very rural places, maybe you'll find like a really unattractive one. But for the most part, like in Amsterdam, that's where all the hotties are. Especially if you go to a place like the Hard Rock Cafe. There's a lot of gorgeous women there, and so the couples that I remember off the top of my head because it's been a while, had some pretty smoking hot girls.
Wow. Okay. Interesting, bro. Can we now speak on the physical attributes about Dutch women? So they're beautiful. I also know that they're quite tall as well. Dutch women. Was that what you saw as well, brother?
Yeah, so I'm tender short in America, so they're very they're very tall. But traveling Europe, I'm used to the women being tall like that, and they bike everywhere. Like, there's bicycles all over Amsterdam, and you'll find them in the river on the side of the road. Like everybody bikes, so their legs are strong and they're in shape. Uh, I don't remember seeing a fat Dutch girl when I was there at all, and I would remember too because I'd probably have some jokes. But I don't remember seeing many overweight people. The obesity rate's got to be super low. Like I said, everybody's biking around. You can see them out and about, just living life and having a good time. And the women, you can watch them bike towards you. You can watch them bike away, if you know what I mean. And yeah, they are very. They're. I think one. I want to say like maybe 5'8" might be and a good average for the woman.
Oh, okay. 5'8". Brothers, can we get the likes up, please, on the channel? That'd be greatly appreciated on this video. 5'8". Okay, so would you say if a brother is shorter than 5'8", he has no chance? Again, the Dutch chick. Did you see short black men with tall Dutch women there?
Oh yeah. I don't think height matters at all. Uh, Especially with the girl I was talking to, and I still talk to her. She's been to America and visited my house and everything. Uh, she's never mentioned height ever. I've never heard her talk about a guy's height. It doesn't even come up in conversation, and it didn't even seem to matter when I was walking around. I went to the Anne Frank house at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was cold, and you could see all kinds of different variation of partners just standing there waiting to get into this place, which is a great place. You should go see it. It's amazing. And yeah, I just don't think they have the same concerns that we do in the West. I mean, they're technically in the West, but like UK and US, where women are looking for a specific type of man dialed down to the decimal point. I didn't. I don't think anybody cared.
Huh. Wow. So yeah, so Holland is in the West, but are you telling me that it's an exception to the crazy dating scene in the UK and America? Although Holland is in the West, the women think differently from American women. Is that what you're telling me, brother?
To an extent, yes. um, I want to say like your initial dating structure is pretty liberal, I guess. Um, like some of the girls, yeah, they expect you to pay on the first date, but that's kind of like universal. Um, but in terms of like the superficialness, I don't. It doesn't really come across to me as a thing. Now, when you talk about macro ideas and philosophies of the West, yes, that is there. So you do have your feminists in Amsterdam. They're there, and you'll probably be able to notice them. Some of the bad ideas that the West have that's kind of poisoning things in the dating scene are there, and you can run into those women. I don't know what the ratio is, but being a very liberal society, they do have those liberal tendencies. It's just you gotta vet that girl before you really give her a whole lot of time and attention. Um, if I were to go back and try it again with just a random girl, I would just ask her, "Hey, what are your thoughts on life? Like, what are your views?" Just straight up ask her, so I can know right off the bat if I'm running into somebody who should probably live in California in the U.S. or is she clear of everything that I'm worried about and I can proceed. So I would take the direct route and then just let her know, hey, I don't think this is going to work. Or if it's good to go, then proceed and see what happens.
Interesting, bro. So when you ask that question, right, brother, what direct answer, makes you take a step back? Do you expect it to say, "Oh, I'm a feminist. Women deserve this. Women deserve that"? Do you
Oh,
expect it to be that straightforward, or what kind of answer are you looking for that makes you lean back? She isn't for me.
well, if she tells me she's a feminist, I'm doing 2 backflips and leaving. I ain't got time for that. If I wanted a feminist, I would just go to the US. Um, so things that I'm looking for are, does she have traditional values, which you can find there. But again, you have to ask those questions. So you're if you're looking for like a housewife, I wouldn't suggest Amsterdam. Most women want to work. They want to have their own job. They don't. Everybody goes to school in Europe. There's like career students in Europe, so that's just a thing you're gonna have to get used to. So most of them are in school or working. It may not be like a great job. It could be like a bartender or something like that, but they do work. Um, some of them will leave work to start a family and like be the wife and stuff like that, but it's not to the degree of Japan or the Philippines or Thailand. So you're gonna get kind of like a mix of Western light and maybe like Romanian light, where there's still some traditionalism there, but then there's a mix of the modern women as well.
Wow. Okay. Interesting, brother. So, how bad is the feminism there in Holland? Is it as bad as America and the UK, or is it toned down from what you saw, in your opinion, brother?
It's not as bad as the UK and United States. You do have to find the feminists. I would say it that way. That they don't, unless something happens in the country that makes them mad, they don't run out and cause too much drama. Because most people are just trying to live their life. They want to go to the club and dance and go to the bar and just hang out with their friends. So you'll have to like find out that they're a feminist. They're not in your face overtly like you would see in our countries. But they are there. You just have to be aware and who you're talking to. And you may find a girl that's not a feminist at all, but then she has 5 of her friends that are. You could ask
Mm.
yourself, do I want to navigate that? That's kind of a situation I ran into. And the the likelihood that she might be bi is high,
What?
but I didn't run into a lot of polyamory, but that may not have been a thing, or it could be a thing now. But I didn't run into a lot of that. But I did run into a lot of bisexual girls.
Was that amongst the white girls? I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, bro, and that's why I, I'm not really on them like that. It's just too much stuff around white society, and brothers. I always say be very careful when dealing with these. I keep it as that. I'm not surprised, bro. To me, I'm actually more focused on the ethnic people there in the Netherlands. I'm more concerned about the Aruban chicks, the Asian chicks there, the let's talk about the maybe Russian chicks there. Any other group of women there, brother, apart from the white Dutch people, the white Dutch women, are they showing love to brothers there? Did you see Asian women with black men? Did you see, black women with black men? How beautiful are the black Dutch women, the mixed race Dutch women? Break it down for me, brother, please.
All right. If you don't mind, I just want to answer GI Samurai's question real quick.
Oh no, sorry, bro. So GI Samurai, please hit the PayPal or super chat. So any resistance, the guests
Okay.
must super chat their question or hit the PayPal for their question, brother. Okay.
Okay. So I would say that the mixed race black girls are very probably my favorite, hands down. They just have a certain charm to them, and I have a soft spot for mixed black girls. So that's probably my favorite. The Asians, from what I remember, they were mostly with Asian, so Asians kind of stay together usually naturally. So a lot of them were with other Asians, but you did see like Asian and black uh, sprinkled in, and then Russian girls. A Russian girl's gonna treat you good. That's all I gotta
Oh,
say.
damn. Interesting. So you're telling me the Russian woman in Holland, they checking for brothers.
Oh, Russian girls in general, we have a exotic appeal to them because they don't see many. Like even in the country Russia, I don't think there's a very large black population. I think they try to import at one point, but whenever I talk to a Russian girl, either online or in person, there's an allure. And even when I was a kid, like a young teen, I was in Germany. The Russian girls that lived near me, they were they were interested heavily. So if you are looking for a European, or I guess they're more Asian, but Russian girls are A plus plus. I can say that.
Okay, interesting, brother. What about Latinas in Holland? Are they checking for brothers?
Um, so I would say that the population of Latinas isn't very large. They're there, and so I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on them. Again, because like Amsterdam itself is just mostly is this large majority white. Um, from my experience, just dealing with Latinas, living in a state in the U.S. that is primarily Mexican, I don't think I've ever had an issue with Latina girls. I didn't run into them much when I was in Amsterdam, just because one, I was there with a girlfriend at the time, and then the second time, I was hanging out with Dutch women, um, natural born Dutch women. So I would say it's probably about the same as it is anywhere else.
Okay, awesome, bro. So let me ask you this, brother. Where are the best places in Amsterdam, to meet woman, great woman? Would you say it's a bar? Would you say it's coffee shops? Where are the best places to meet women, brother, that like black men?
Definitely bars. Um, Definitely the bar. They like their bars, they like their pubs, and they like their restaurants. If you can go to an American restaurant, you'll most likely find a lot of Dutch girls there, either working there or just visiting. Like I said, the Hard Rock Cafe is a easy spot to go to start because they're international. and you can either go there by yourself. You might meet some other Americans or United Kingdom people, and then form a little group and go out and explore together. Sometimes being in numbers helps, but definitely the bar, I would say, is the easiest place to go and meet them. A lot of college students will be there, so if you're looking for a younger woman, that's the way to go. Even my friend, she would tell you she works at bars quite often. That's probably the best place to go.
Okay, awesome, brother. Awesome. Can we find virgin woman there in Amsterdam, Holland, or can we find low body count women, or do they have high body counts?
Good luck. They're very. I think when it comes to sex, it's kind of like the UK and the US. They're doing it. I would not consider that a low body count city at all. You may be able to, but I just don't. I don't think that's their culture. They're free to do what they want, and they do what they want.
Huh. Oh wow. What about other parts of the country? Do you have any intel on that to find virgins and low body count women, or is it a culture thing across the whole country where women there have high body counts?
So Amsterdam, the city, I did the inner or the central area of the city, but I did go outside the outskirts and went to a couple restaurants and stuff like that. I want to say like maybe on the outside of the city, more in the rural areas, you'll probably have a better chance of finding somebody with a low body count that hasn't been partying the whole time and doing recreational things. If you understand what I'm saying.
Hmm.
The closer you get to the inner portion of Amsterdam is where you're going to start feeling more like the West in terms of the women. Uh, yeah, so the closer you get to the city center, the more it's going to feel like where you're from. The further away you go, it starts to kind of dissipate a little bit, and you can find more down to earth girls and maybe lower body count in that region.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, bro. Amsterdam. Ugh, damn. I mean, after hearing what the white chicks are doing, I'm gonna rule them out. I know in the channel we don't do that kind of stuff in the channel. We don't speak on that. Not what we do on this channel. So okay. Tell me more about Aruban women because they're like a mixture of different races in one. And I love that peanut butter brown skin on one. You know, are they showing the most love towards black men or are they chasing after white men, in your opinion?
So the girl that I was talking to was from Aruba, so I don't know. I didn't even know where it was at when she told me. Honestly, even though I've traveled, I was like, I have no idea where that's at. I've heard of it in like the song, but she liked me. It was quite heavy. It was quite heavy. Um, and I could probably kind of screwed it up a little bit. We probably could have been dating still, but as from my interaction with her, she loves black guys, and so I can't say, I guess, in general, but it's just the interaction I had with her. It was very positive, and if I wasn't trying to do my thing in Germany and all over the place, I had been a better individual at the time. We probably would have gotten together and stayed together.
Okay. Do you feel like Dutch women are submissive and feminine?
Mm, to a degree, feminine. I mean, probably not in Amsterdam. A lot of rocker girls are in Amsterdam. Uh, like I think you would have to leave Amsterdam. I think so. There's the Netherlands, and then you have North and South Holland. and so those are like provinces. I think you just get away from Amsterdam, and you'll probably be able to find like your non 304s and probably more feminine women because they're too busy worried about like farming and taking care of their family and stuff like that. So if you're willing to do a little bit of driving and not hang out in the most popular spot, you can probably find that. But if you're just in Amsterdam, uh, they can be feminine sometimes, but then sometimes they can dress more masculine. And what was the other part of the question? Sorry.
And are they submissive? Will they submit
Uh,
to men?
not really. They are very 50-50. Like even dating, going Dutch. I mean, that's where it comes from. So they are definitely a more egalitarian mindset. So everything has to be 50-50. Their government's trying to set up 50-50. Like all that modern stuff that you guys are probably running from, that's there. That's them.
Passport. Hey, I think I might have to. Oh, Amsterdam is looking like ugh, I don't know what to
Go
say.
there and have fun, man. Like it is fun. Go there. Don't count it out because you can't find a wife there. You can find a wife somewhere else. Go there and have fun, relax, and enjoy it for what it is. You may run into that one that is opposite of everything that I've said tonight.
Wow. So let me ask this, brother. Would you wife up a Dutch chick? In your opinion, would you make her your wife?
Mm, maybe the girl that I was talking to, but probably not. I'd go somewhere else.
Thank you for keeping it very honest. What about in terms of? Let me ask this, brother. Right. So I'm guessing the women that are atheists. It's an atheist society. That they don't believe in God. They're not Christians. They're not nothing like that in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing much of a church presence. Uh, the girl that I was talking to, she wasn't really religious. She is now, like overly religious in my opinion. But I think it's just that young mindset. They want to just be free to do whatever they want to do without any restraints. And then something hits them in the head as life goes on, and then they're trying to like recover. And yeah, you'll probably find more non-religious people there than religious. I'm sure they're out there. I just didn't notice it.
Okay. Thank you, bro. This is very interesting. Um, so what is the image of black men in Amsterdam, Holland? Is it a rap image, or do we see black men respected there in Amsterdam and Holland? In your opinion, brother, what's our image there?
It's whatever the Africans are doing, to be honest. We don't make up a very large population as far as like UK, US. Like I said, we're mostly visitors and passerbyers. So the Africans actually set the tone in terms of the image. And I can't tell you what they're doing. I know what they do. I know what they do in Germany because I was there for 6 years. But they definitely don't act afraid of us. Like no one's clutching their purse when you walk by. No one's following you in the store. Uh, I would say pretty neutral.
Okay, okay, interesting, brother. Um, huh. What is the STI STD rates there in Amsterdam? I'm guessing it must be through the roof, looking at how these women live out there.
It can't. I think it's pretty high. If I could just take a guess, it's probably pretty high. Um, they they're promiscuous out there. Both genders, not just the women. Both.
I think I'm out to rule out Amsterdam, bro. I'm getting some really bad vibes about that place, bro. Damn, I thought that might have been an exception to the Western craziness, but I feel like you know something they're off big time, bro. They are off. Um, Let me ask this, brother. Right? So, in terms of like N-word use, did you hear any N-word used towards you in rap songs or directly towards you by people who are not black in Amsterdam, or are they respectful towards black men?
I never heard that word ever the whole time I was there. Not even from the Africans.
Okay. Did you feel safe there as a black man in Holland?
During the daytime, yeah. At night's different. When I got,
Oh,
we rented a Ford Focus from Germany, drove up, and the guy told us to park right in front of the door so he can watch our vehicle the whole time. So that was interesting. And during the daytime, yeah, you could do. And during the daytime, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. It's just at night in some shady, seedy places. You got to be a little careful. I happen to always throw myself in those situations just to see if I can make it out, but I've never encountered anything that would make me worry. But again, if you're walking around in the daytime, you don't have to like look behind you or have 911 on speed dial. You can just exist and no one's going to mess with you.
okay. Hmm. Thank you, bro, for the honesty. Thank you, bro. Um, wow. Let me ask this, brother. In terms of, let's say, um, the bad parts about Dutch women. You want to break it down more? Are they rude? Are they masculine? Would they fight you? Would they like think they're a man and want to speak speak reckless towards you? Tell me the bad traits about Dutch women.
Um, they can be a little masculine. You'll get the feminine side more, but the masculine, I would say like a 70-30 split. They will tell you how they feel if you piss them off. They have no problem telling you exactly what's on their mind. If you say the wrong things to them and make them mad, uh, and they don't have a filter when they do it. They are very strong-willed, and so I wouldn't just think you can walk over there and run over them. But again, like I said, if you're a kind person, you conduct yourself properly, you're not going to have really any issue with that. Like they're not walking around with a chip on the shoulder looking for a fight, but they will if they have to.
Huh.
And as far as like other negatives, again, just like I think what most
Carry on, bro.
West, um, I think for what we're looking for is probably not the best place. Again, if you're just trying to have fun, it's amazing. But I think the ideals and the culture most people are looking for are outside of a place like Amsterdam. Uh, just because, again, it's a very liberal place and you're going to run into some of the negative aspects that America and the UK have, and they're just not going to go away. They're probably going to get worse, if anything.
Lord have mercy. What is this? I have no what to say anymore. So let me ask this, brother. I don't think we have time for Poland. If I'm honest with you, bro, we've done over half an hour. So let's carry on Dutch. We'll do Poland at a different time. How's that for time for you, bro?
Now, I mean, Poland, I can do it in like 5 minutes.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So let's carry on Dutch, and then I'll
Okay.
see if we can do Poland later on. But I just want to focus on Dutch specifically because I want us to have as much intel as possible so we can navigate there very well, bro.
Okay.
If we have to do Poland at a different time, we'll do it, brother. So let
Poland
me
is.
ask. Okay, so let me ask this, brother. Right? Let me ask this, right? So, did you come across rich women there in Holland? And what was their attitude towards black men?
If they were rich, I did not notice. I think most people that I ran across were probably just middle of the road income. I didn't see anybody that had like a flashy car. I think my Ford Focus was too flashy. for the parts that I was at. So again, the treatment was good. I didn't have any issues. They were kind to me. Getting around, transportation is great. If you need help, they'll help you. But if you're worried about being treated wrongly, either due to your race or where you're from, you're not going to get that there. They're very respectful, and they don't want to be labeled as a country that is focused on your race or your gender or your identity. They want to be equal across the board with everybody.
Okay, interesting, brother. So let me ask this, brother. So, would you say Dutch women are materialistic? Do they want like the Gucci bag, expensive clothes, expensive bags from their, their boyfriends at all?
I wouldn't say they're materialistic. You can find some, but not really. I definitely didn't. I didn't get that from them.
Okay. Wow. Okay, brother. Um, you said the 70% and 30%. Is that 70% masculine and 30% feminine?
70% feminine, 30% masculine. It's there if they need to use it. And I could get, sometimes they dress masculine, which is not my cup of tea. You might find them in some like blue jeans with the rips in them and like a flannel shirt or something. And you're like, you going out to chop wood? What's going on? I like my women in dresses, which you can get that there.
Okay. Can you cold approach in Holland? Is it 'cause obviously there's in the UK, right? They're going a bit mad here. So men are kind of can't approach women anymore, which I don't get. How we meant to have families and babies, but it just shows you how crazy these feminists are. Can we approach women in Holland, or is that not allowed as men?
Yeah, you can cold approach. That's not an issue. Like I said, they're very receptive. They'll talk to you, and they'll give you enough cues if they're not interested. If they look like they're busy, I wouldn't do it. Or if they're with a bunch of their friends and they're having a good time and they're like into whatever they're doing, whether it's playing music or singing, then I wouldn't really do it then. But if she's like just hanging at the bar and just chilling, relaxing, then yeah, just go talk to her. There's no issues. They're not going to call the cops.
Okay, interesting. And how do we cold approach them? Is it, hey Charlie, hey Ma, which doing Charlie,
A-
man? I like your ass, or is it more
Absolutely, man. Just a
what?
little
Yeah.
ghetto slang. No, I'm joking. Just say, hey, hi. Uh, Give them your name. Just a normal conversation. You don't have to come up with any like weird pickup lines. Um, I don't think you don't have to put a whole lot of effort. You're introducing yourself. Just introduce yourself.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. So I think that's enough questions for me about Dutch. We can do Poland now. And we'll speak more about Dutch when we open up the phone lines later on. I've got a couple more questions, but let's go on to Poland because I'm very angry as what I'm hearing in Holland. It sounds like it's pretty bad there. And what's point of me going from the UK to an even worse place? I'm trying to go to a better place, man, with a cooperative woman. So before I do so, brothers, can we get the likes up, please? We've got over 100 people. Show me some love, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations. And of course, if you want to now get into my new Python class, I'm only taking 100 people. Make sure you check out my Patreon Python tier and sign up to the Python classes. I will not be taking a lot of people this time, only 100 people. Spaces fill up very quickly, like it did last year. Do not miss your space this year for the Python classes. I will teach you Python in a live interactive session. If you're interested in learning Python IT to help financial travels anywhere around the world, join my Python tier on the Patreon and let's get you started, man. Let's change your lives. So let me go through a couple of super chats and my PayPal donations. Then we'll go on to Poland. Shout out to Mr. Sam Combo for the $199 super chat. I appreciate you, Sam. Salute IP, headed to Norway in 2 weeks. Stay tuned. Oh, I know what gets down in Norway. I know what gets down in Norway. Oh, I'm gonna keep it PG though. I appreciate you, Sam. Let me know how life is out there for you on Norway. I'm gonna get you on the channel to share your experience. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. Fantastic. So shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker in the building. Johnny, long-time supporter, Hall of Fame member. Appreciate you, Johnny, for the $20 super chat. Another great stream IP. Thank you, bro. Looking for the guest thoughts on the following: single mother rate, age gap dating, social media or problem in dating. Are they heavy on it? Great questions there, Johnny. Do you mind answering each question one by one? End of existence, please.
Sure. Single mother rate is probably a lot lower than the US and UK. I did see a lot of families, women, men, and children together walking around. So I think they don't have a high single mother rate, but it could be due to their divorce laws. I don't know what they are. I know the UK and the US have crazy laws that just favor women. I don't think that the Netherlands probably have something as strict. So I did see a lot of families there. So I don't think the single mother rate is very high, but I'm sure they have low to moderate maybe. Age gap dating. I think most people date around their age. I didn't see too many like old men and young girls. So I would say maybe your age plus 5, minus 5. Social media. So yes, they are heavy into social media, but not in the same way that our women are. A lot of them use it for music, is what I notice.
Okay, interesting there. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Great questions there, Johnny. Appreciate you, bro. Got a couple PayPal donations, so let me just log into my PayPal real quick and let's see if there's any comments there. Give me a second, brothers. Give me a second. Let's go. All right, so while I do that, so let me ask this, brother. Okay, so Poland, is Poland just as bad as Holland, or is it better?
Oh, absolutely not. Poland's like the motherland. Polish women are very feminine. They expect you to be masculine. You can find a traditional girl there, and they dress nice, they look nice, and they know how to cook.
They love black men in Poland?
Oh, yeah. Honestly, yes, they do.
Is that everywhere? Oh, carry on, go on, bro.
So I went to Krakow, and I was gonna head to Warsaw, but I literally drove from Amsterdam to Krakow, and I was like, I'm tired, so I went back to Germany. Yeah, man, they like black dudes, and the crazy thing about Poland is you can either find a Polish girl, a Russian girl, or a mix, and both like black guys. So it's almost like no way you can lose. And they're very faithful. Like you find a girl that's looking to be like a wife, because you do have some 304s there. It's not very high, but they're there. But if you're looking for a woman to marry, they are very loyal, and they'll take good care of you. I have nothing but positive things to say about Polish women, and I told my mom that if I'm staying away from Poland, otherwise I would be married. I intentionally avoided it after I went just so that I can live my life the way I wanted to, because I probably would have been married a long time ago, and we would not be having this conversation.
So, brother, let me just get my mind around this, right? Because I've always heard that Poland, racist country. Even when I meet Polish people in the UK, I don't really like their vibe, particularly the men. I feel like they hate on black men. You know, in the UK, I don't know if it's a racist thought. They must feel like black people have to live in huts or some sort of racist preconception. I don't like their vibe. It kind of like irks me, the Polish men. Is Poland a racist country, or are the women not racist? Can you break it down for me, brother? Because I'm a bit 50-50 on Poland.
So I would say that a lot of the times it's really the guys. It's not so much the women. Like Polish women are fine. The Polish men, maybe you might have trouble with them. But I don't know if it's more of a you're taking our women, I don't like you kind of thing. Because I mean, again, when you go there, you're going to be one of the very few black people there, so you stand out, and the women are going to be staring at you. You can cold approach them, you can talk to them. If you talk to them, they will have a full conversation with you and will forget that they were supposed to be going somewhere. um, and don't try to take a Polish girl to a hotel. That's a big no-no. Do not do that. Get rent an apartment or something, because they don't like that. They know that you're trying to just have a one night, and they're not trying to hear that. So if you go to Poland, just rent out an apartment. It's not expensive, and they consider that respectful, and you look like a gentleman when you do that. The women are fine. I would not worry about the women. If they go outside of Poland, sure, there could be like issues because of culture clashing. But if you're going specifically to Poland, the Russian girls are nice. The Polish girls are nice. I wouldn't. You're not there for the men, so screw them.
Do you know what, right? It's just funny how I feel like England and America, right? When the foreign women come over, they pick up that black men hatred. It's just weird. Like, it's just like the Asian example. Asian women here in the UK hate black men without a doubt. They do not like us in any shape or form. Indian, Chinese, whatever, they hate black men. But then you hear about their home country, and when you go to their countries, they love black men. It's kind of like when they immigrate here, they're given lessons as to, listen, when you come to our country, you must hate black men, you must hate them, etc., etc. And I think that's the same case here for Poland. I met some Polish chicks here, and I didn't like their vibe, bro. I did not like the vibe of Polish chicks in the UK. And that just tells you these Western countries, despite how liberal or progressive or accepting they say they are, is everything's okay, but apart loving black men and appreciating black men. And that's my problem with these countries, man. It's just crazy, you know. That's why I wasn't really onto Polish chicks like that. But I keep hearing IP they love us in Poland, but in the UK I'm getting a different vibe, bro. Break it down for me, brother.
So when I was in the military, we split between a couple different countries, and we had a contingency go over to Poland, and they loved it. I mean, they were just they. I have never heard anybody going to Poland and having a bad time. Like, you have to try to have a bad time in Poland. The country is just, it's amazing. You spend like $14 and you get like 3 days worth of food at a restaurant. It's good. Like, they feed the crap out of you. And the women, like I said, the women are very loyal. So I'll tell a story. I'm not going to give any names. Hopefully he's not watching this. um, so when I first arrived in Germany, um, my coworker told me that he was dating a Polish girl, which I actually met. He was dating a Polish girl, and he went out to the club with her, and he got drunk, and he started dancing with another girl, and he kissed her, and they were kissing, and she was just sitting there at the bar. She saw the whole thing, and he realized, oh crap, what am I doing? So he goes back, and he's ready to just get the yelling of a lifetime. Like, you know how it goes. And so he's like, hey, I'm sorry. And she's like, no, I understand. You're a man. I get it. But I know you didn't mean it. And he felt worse because she didn't get mad. She just accepted that he's a man. He's going to do manly things. And they were fine. There was no argument. She's like, as long as you love me, that's all that matters. So he told me that story. And I'm over here like, what? Because I've never heard a girl doing that. Normally, a girl is like jumping down your throat trying to murder you. So like that was my first image of Polish women. And when I went there, it was just like they're very nice. Especially if you're lost, like, hey, I need help, they will help you. I didn't get any pushback. None of the people that went to Poland that I know had any pushback, any issues. Whether you're black, Asian, white, it didn't matter.
Okay, thank you, bro. I've got a couple PayPal donations, and I want to say thank you to everyone that supports me on this journey. I appreciate you, brothers, for the love and support. Shout out to Kenneth for the £15.94 PayPal donation. Thank you, Kenneth, for the support. Much appreciation to you. Thank you very much. Shout out to Mr. Moi for the £1.59 PayPal donations. Thank you, Moi, for the support. Much appreciation to you, brother. So more says, yeah, thank you, bro. Kenneth says, great content. Thank you for the kind words. Kenneth, appreciate you, bro, for the support and the kind words. Thank you very much, brother. Awesome. So, okay. So demographics of women there in Poland, isn't it mostly white women that are showing a lot of love towards black men? Or, sorry, is it mostly white ethnic Polish women? Or are there different ethnic groups of women that also love black men? Russian, Latvian, black woman, Asian woman, Latina woman. Break it down for me, brother, please.
Like 99% white. And again, you're going to have your Polish and your Russians and then a mix. So it just really depends. You're going to have to ask the girl, like, hey, are you 100% Polish or whatever? Or are you mixed with anything? Then they're not going to hide it. There's no reason to. I don't think any Latvians are there, but I didn't really know what a Latvian looked like until I went to Latvia. But yeah, I didn't really see too many ethnic people to my recollection. I mean, like I stood out like a sore throat. My car was loud. It probably had a pollution rate that was higher than the country would really tolerate. And yeah, so I stood out. But yeah, man, the Polish girls I talk to, especially when I'm just talking online, they are very keen on black guys. Very keen. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they don't see us that often, but they want a piece of the chocolate.
Interesting, bro. So Russian women, the intel from different sources of black men have been telling me, IP, it doesn't matter what country a Russian woman is, she gonna love you. She gonna be checking for brothers. I've heard that even in Thailand, the Russian chicks love black men. In Dubai, the Russian chicks love black men. In whatever certain country, in Russia as well, the Russian chicks love black men. Are you telling me, brother, in Poland, the Russian women are checking heavy for black men in Poland?
I've met Russian women in like 3 or 4 different countries, and it was all the same. It never changed for me. From a teenager in Germany to an adult in my middle 20s, in my mid 30s, every Russian woman I've dealt with has been like, come here. I want to talk to you. Like, they just as much as Polish women like black guys, Russian women love black guys. They don't get access to us very often, so when they do, they want to talk to you. They want you to talk to them. It's everybody loves chocolate around the world. What's to go wrong?
So tell me more about Russian women in Poland. What was your experience with them, brother?
So I talked to a mixed Polish Russian girl, and she was pretty cool. We didn't talk in a way of like trying to hook up or anything like that. It was mostly I was just asking her questions about where I was going, and just to get a little bit more information. But she was really nice. Didn't give me any signs of me needing to like back off or put distance between us. She was like very approachable. She laughed, friendly. It was a good time. No qualms. Like I said, Poland's amazing. It's a place that not a lot of people think about, and I suggest it.
Is it safe? Actually, no. Before I even speak about that, let's speak more about Russian women. Okay. Why do you think the land of Vladimir Putin, right? The women there love black men. I'm talking Russia, which is in Eastern Europe. Far in the east, not a lot of black dudes are there. How did they even know about black men in the first place, since the government regulates the internet? And why do they like black men so much, these Russian women? It's odd to me, brother. Break it down for me.
So I believe that the Russian government actually was hiring Africans at one point for like languages, and because I think they learn Russian a little easier than some people. So there was a time where like Africans were going into Russia, but it's really just a supply and demand. So Russian men are not very good to their women, and I don't care if Russian guys hear me say that. You're not, and you know that's the truth. They drink a lot. They don't really like they're very masculine, but they're also absent. I've talked to so many Russian girls that are like, "Yeah, I dated a Russian guy. It was the worst thing ever. I dated an American guy, and it's the greatest thing ever." So the women are, first of all, Russian women are raised to be wives. There are wife schools in Russia where women can go to learn to be a wife. On top of that, they're some of the most feminine women on the planet. And if you're looking for somebody that's stacked in both assets, you can find that very easily. Um, my Russian girlfriend, I thought she was pretty top heavy, and she's like, it's average. Stop getting excited. And I'm over here like losing my mind. I'm like, they're pretty large. She's like, that's average. So looks wise, you can't beat it really. Um, they know how to treat a man, especially if you treat them what their biggest fear is just being cheated on. So if you just don't cheat, you treat them nice, you're good. Um, it's not hard. That's probably like outside of Romania, that's probably like the easiest.
Wow. You got wife schools in Russia.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, I think there's a video of it on YouTube. I remember watching it a couple years back.
Okay. Maybe I need to speak on that. Go on. So go on, bro.
Um, yeah, so Russian women, I hold them in high regard. I do. The couple that I've dated, they treated me very well. They're very caring, very nurturing, and it's. I was just being a city boy, so I didn't really handle it the best. I'm faulting myself for those, but yeah, you can't really go wrong. I met a Russian girl in Spain. It was great. Germany, great. Czech Republic, great.
Okay.
There's really not a whole lot to say, man. Like, if you want somebody that looks good all the time and knows how to cook, might want to teach her how to cook some of your food, though. The Russian food's a little bland, but knows how to cook. And yeah, and
Amazing.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to leave Russia right now. So the desperation's getting intense, if you know what I'm saying.
Damn, this is so yeah, definitely, man. You definitely want your foreign wife or girlfriend to cook your food. I need her to cook that jerk chicken and rice and peas. If she can't cook that, kick her to the curb, man. I need that jerk chicken and rice and peas, man. You best go on YouTube. You best learn that ish right there. Um, so this is incredible. Let me ask you about, okay, more about Polish women. Um, why do they love black men, the Polish woman, in your opinion?
For the same reason Russian girls do. It's just a lack of supply. Um, think about it. If you've been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for 10 years in a row, and all of a
Mm,
sudden somebody offers you like a bowl of cereal, you're going to be like, hey, what's that? It's something different. And so they look at it not, I don't want to say that they fetishize us. There's a high curiosity. They heard some rumors about us, and, those kind of rumors. So they're definitely curious about that. They want to know if it's true. Uh, And then from what I've always been told from just women in Europe in general, they just like our skin tone. Like they think it looks great against theirs, and they're jealous of it. They wish they could have the same skin tone a lot of the times. But it's really that. I think it's they just like the look of our skin, and they say sometimes it shines. I've heard that before. And the idea of having a mixed baby is probably a big motivator.
They said our skin shines,
Yeah, I've been told.
and that makes them more attracted to us. Damn, that's interesting. Let me ask this, brother. Right? Do you feel like these Polish and Russian chicks in Poland fetishize black men? Like they see us some sort of mythical creatures that that are supermen in bed, or is it genuine love? Because I want to be loved, brothers. I want to be loved by my foreign woman. I don't want her to watch some prawn video. She see a couple brothers smashing a foreign chick pretty good, and then she's like, oh, she wants a brother to do that with her. I want her to love me for me. Would they love brothers for brothers, or are we some sort of fetches and play toys to these women?
I don't think they have enough data on us to really fetishize. Like you said, Russia controls their internet, and Polish they just don't really talk to a lot of people. Like they're kind of like just off on their own. Like when do you ever hear about Poland in the news? Hardly ever. And so, like I said, it's mostly curiosity, attraction to the skin tone. But if you're worried about like love, like Russian woman's gonna give you love. Like she's gonna cram it down your throat. And then Polish women are gonna be very reserved and conservative, but they will. Yeah, there's no fake love if that's what you're worried about. It's not a look at me, everybody. I have a black man. This is my husband.
Wow. Okay, this is good, brother. This is good. So real love. Okay. Um, any Asian chicks out there, Japanese, Brazilian, that are out there in Poland showing love towards black men, or is it just mostly white women there?
Yeah, you might see the tour bus with Chinese people visiting. That's about it. They're everywhere. I can tell you, I've seen a tour bus with Chinese people everywhere I've gone. Those guys travel. Yeah, they travel. Um, but not really. I didn't see many Asian girls in Poland.
Okay, thank you, bro. Any black chicks out there in Poland?
You'll be one of the few black people at all. And you might run into some Africans because they do move around, but not very many.
Okay, interesting, bro. Interesting. I need to experience a Russian chick, man. I really need to.
You're
I've got
missing.
to see how good it is.
You're
You know,
missing out.
even though I'm not really on the white chicks thing at the moment, I'm more towards foreign black women and East Asian women. I don't know about white women anymore. I just don't know about them. So, but the Eastern European white women, I have interest in them. For research purposes. But the
Mhm.
Russian women, they're definitely. I'm curious about them, bro.
So if it makes you feel better, Russians are actually Asian. They're not white. They're
What?
not Europe. They're not European. So if you go to like not Moscow, most of them actually have Asian looking eyes, especially in the rural areas. The further north you go, they're more Asian. Like it's in it. Russia is in Asia, so they're considered Asians. And a lot of people, I think, look at it as like you call a Russian person a European, they'll probably get a little bit mad at you. They're not.
They're
They're
Asian.
not. Yeah, they're
Okay.
actually. It's like people don't think that people from India are Asian, but they're Asian. We're used to like the stereotypical view of what an Asian looks like. There's a lot of people that fall into that classification that you just don't realize.
So even though they got green eyes, blue eyes, these Russian people, they're still Asian.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you, bro. Brothers, please get the likes up and please feel free to donate to the channel, super chats and PayPal. That'd be greatly appreciated. Shout out to Calisthenic Arts for the $4.99 super chat. I love Russian women, but not all of them into black guys. The one in the US, of course, the one in the US, UK. I'm telling you, every time a foreign, let me put your mute the end of existence. I keep hearing background noise. Every time a foreign chick enters US borders, UK borders, she is told to hate black men. She may have loved black men in Russia, back in Japan. She walked through those US borders. Hey there, Sasha. Hey there, Yuko. You're now in the US and UK. You are now expected to hate all black men here. Okay? Have fun in our country. Good night. uh, do you feel Russian abroad are different from ones in the US? Go on, bro. Can you please answer that, brother?
Yeah. So yeah, if they go to the U.S., just give up. I do know a Russian girl that's in the U.S. She's in New York, which is one of the worst states you can go to, but they keep going there. The West just kind of ruins it. Anything that they had from their culture just degrades to nothingness, and they turn into a city girl, and they get materialistic, and they assimilate into our Western ways, and it's just bad. Um, every Russian girl I've dealt with has been outside of the U.S. and far away from the West, and it's been great. But yeah, the ones in the U.S. are just. I'm not saying that they're bad, and not all, but it's just not good to bring anybody back to the U.S., especially the U.S.
Mm, agreed, bro. I've even heard the Russian women in Japan are also very pleasant to date for black men. They're checking for brothers in Japan, the Russian women. You heard about that as well, too, brother?
Well, I'm going to Japan in 2 months, and if the Russian girls are there, they just stay away. I'm trying to stay focused. No distractions. Stay away from me.
Damn. And I've seen some half Russian, half Japanese mixes, and they're gorgeous, you know. Best of both worlds. Feminine cultures, in regards to women, obviously, they will treat you like a king. Man, the passport is just amazing. Speak on that, bro.
I was actually before we started talking today, I was actually talking to a half Italian, half Japanese girl,
Oh, how
and
did you
just
go on?
and I was just talking to her just casually, and she was talking about love and her fated partner and everything, like all that romantic stuff. Never mentioned a Gucci bag. Never mentioned like a Benz, how much money I had. She never even asked me what my job is. She was just talking about the relationship she wanted to have, and that was it.
Wow. Let me ask this, brother, right? Let me ask this. So how did you meet that Italian Japanese chick
Oh, I was just on Tinder.
in Japan?
Yeah, I got the Tinder passport, so I just like hop around just to see what people look like. Um, uh, sometimes people respond, sometimes they don't. I don't really use Tinder to actually hook up with anybody because it's a really trash app in my opinion. But it's good to like just be able to talk to people. So if I'm going somewhere, I'll try to like just match somebody, just say, hey, tell me about the area, and just get a little bit of intel before I land into a new place. So I was just kind of trying to find somebody in Japan to talk to, and Japanese women are not very talkative on that app. First
Mm,
of all, they all wear masks, or they put like pictures of food, like a cucumber or something, as their profile picture. So just getting them to show their face is impossible. And so I just kind of got lucky that she said anything.
okay. Wow. So you're going to meet her out there in Japan, the Italian Japanese chick? Is that the plan?
No plans really. I kind of want to just keep myself free from any kind of attachments. I don't want to get there and then she like maybe falls in love and I can like crap. I don't want to like be rude while I'm trying to like talk to this chick over here. So I just want to make sure that I go there clean slate with no obligations.
Okay. All right. Thank you, bro. Interesting. Interesting. Um, wow. Okay. So let's go on for 10 more minutes and we'll open up the phone lines, brother.
Okay.
I've got a super chat real quick. Shout out to Mr. Calisthenic Arts. And it's a shame to see that brothers in the chat are saying that Pattaya or Thailand's done for. That's what I'm saying, man. So from what I've seen, right, the cheaper a place is, the more pookies will descend into that place, right? So, although, right, so let me put you on mute there because I'm hearing background noise. all the right that we go for, many brothers want to go to cheap countries so their dollars can stretch out large. That's cool. I agree with that. Bear in mind that the cheaper it is, also Pookies can also afford it too. Okay. In Panama isn't as cheap as Colombia and other South American countries. I have not come across one single Pookie or Ray Ray. I've come across educated, high value black men. Okay. I have come across educated, high value black men that are not Pookies. Pookies cannot afford Panama. Okay. So brothers need to consider that as well. The cheaper a place is, like the DR, etc., Pookies will descend there. All right. So bear that in mind. So don't just go for places that are just super cheap. Panama is expensive, more expensive than Colombia, but it's still cheaper than America and the UK. And more intel, more videos on Panama are dropping this week and next week. I've got a lot of intel for you brothers, man. Okay. So shout out to Mr. Calisthenic Arts for the $9.99 super chat. Russian is not white, it's Asian. Don't agree with that. Genghis Khan conjure and enslaved parts of Russia. That's where you see the Asian mixed types and full Asian types. Those are Eurasian, Mongolian. Do you agree with that, bro?
Um, I mean, he could be right. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right on everything. I just know that most of them don't consider themselves European, and European is mostly ethnically white. Um, Russia is pretty close to China, which is Asian, and Russia is in Asia, which is the continent. So that's why I classify them that way.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
I mean, Genghis Khan fought China. It's even in the Mulan Disney movie, so that has to be Asia too, right?
Thank you, bro. All right. So I've also heard that Jewish women in Poland, there's quite a few there. Did you see that as well, brother? The Jewish women in Poland, did you come across a few?
No, I actually don't even know what Jewish women really look like. The ones that I've seen were in the U.S. and they weren't lookers. So I've met more black Jews, if anything, being in the military, but I've never met like an actual Jewish woman in my life.
Black Jews meaning half black, half Jewish, or just changing their religion to Jewish religion?
I think he might have been half black, half Jewish, but I can't recall. It was like in 2008.
Interesting. Okay. Oh man, this guy said they're not lookers. That's hilarious. So how can we cold approach Polish women and Russian women in Poland?
Absolutely. Absolutely. With ease. Just make sure you read the room. Don't just start walking towards her, flailing your arms, thinking this is gonna be all gravy. Make sure she's not like having a bad day, or she's not like chasing her dog or something that got away. Just kind of use some intelligence, and you'll be fine.
Okay. And how do we approach them in the stereotypical gangster way or a more toned down way? How would you approach a Polish and Russian chick in Poland?
So there's two ways. You could just go up to them and say, "Hi, my name is," or you can use the, "Hey, I'm lost. Could you show me where this is at?" Either one works.
Okay. And when you do that, either two of them, do you then tell her like she's beautiful, she's stunning, and that's why you approached her? How do you get a number from that initial interaction?
I would say that getting a Polish girl's number is easier. I think Russian women probably hear that they're beautiful all the time, so I don't know if that's going to have much of an effect because they're gorgeous, so they know it. I think Polish, being more conservative, don't hear it as often, so I think that would work a little bit better to your favor. And yeah, just like I said, just strike up a conversation. Don't worry so much about getting her number. Just make sure the conversation is flowing very well. Don't give her any close-ended questions where she can only answer with sure. Like open-ended questions, show interest in her, and exude the persona of a decent man, and that's all you really need to do. Don't overthink it. I know we're used to like having to do 3 somersaults, jump through a ring of fire while balancing a bowling ball on your head just to talk to a woman and not get her phone number in the US. You gotta shed your westernness off yourself, relax, and just be a normal human.
Wow. Amazing, man. Amazing. All right. Awesome. Let's get the phone lines open. Thank you very much, End of Assistance, for answering my questions. I'm sure there's a few more that come, but I will get the phone lines open. So before I do so, like I've mentioned, brothers, please get the likes up. That'd be greatly appreciated. I'm officially taking new students for my Python class. Okay. My Python class is open right now. So classes will begin in April, the first week of April. Make sure you join the Patreon Python tier. Is a new tier on the Patreon. I am only accepting 100 students, no more than that. Okay, there's only a few that I can handle in terms of teaching in the classroom setting. Okay, so if you want to get into IT, if you're interested in learning Python, join the Python class. It's a new class that I'm taking in. I'm already teaching current students in my Python class. That's ending very soon. And once that's ended, I will start teaching a new batch of students. Okay, so again, join the Python tier on the Patreon to kickstart your IT career. You also have one-to-one IT consultations with me, access to intel on foreign women, financial advice as to how passport bros have become high value men and travel anywhere they want to. So the choice is yours, brothers. The choice is yours. If you want to change your life, you will join that Python tier. Also, so also make sure you follow me on Instagram. Okay. I'm always active on there now, so follow me on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to my new channel, International Passport Clips. Okay, I'll be posting a lot of Panama intel on there, informational Panama intel on Panama. So make sure you subscribe to International Passport Clips, my new YouTube channel. Do not miss out. I'm going crazy this year. Okay, please support me by the PayPal. Any donations will be greatly appreciated. I spend a lot of time on this channel, a lot of time, hours. So please show me some love. That'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, please hit the super chats if you can as well. Here is my Twitter. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. If you want to keep in touch with the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, please make sure you cop the merch, and be a part of the international passport movement. Support and show me some love. That'd be greatly appreciated. Fantastic. Let's get it cracking. And let's open up the phone lines. And I hope to see new students who are interested in Python in the coming weeks. And let's get you onboarded into my new Python class that I'm teaching this year. Awesome. So let's go. So call in, brothers. Call in. All right, so call in. Please, no swearing, no N-word use. Keep it very PG, very respectful. Okay, please do not be disrespectful. And then, yeah, let's get a cracking, man. Let's get a cracking. Replace pin message. All right, brothers, call in. Okay. Classic Lash. And I hope you've been enjoying the Panama videos as well. There's a lot more coming. I got nightlife content, more interviews on women, more vlogs. It's all coming in the next coming days. So I know I'm doing Poland and Dutch women now. That doesn't mean I've ended the Panama intel. There's a lot of Panama intel coming. Panama is slept on. I'm about to put on Panama on the map. International Passport is about to put Panama on the map. And I'm not worried about Panama being overtaken by Pookie and Ray Rays. Pookies and Ray Rays will not survive in Panama. Okay? I have not seen one Pookie and Ray Ray in Panama. I've only seen all high value Black American men in Panama. Pookies ain't surviving here in Panama, I'll tell you that. Okay? So I am happy to give you all the intel via a one-to-one consultation under my channel as well. Do not fear. Okay? Panama will never become the DR. It's too high value for that. It's too classy for that. Okay, man. All right, come on, let's get some callers in. Fantastic, man.
I will
Let's get it.
I will say that Panama, yeah. So I went to Panama in '91 or maybe 1990 when I was a kid, and it was great when I was there, and I still remember everything like it was yesterday. He is absolutely right. At that age, I knew what a hot woman looked like, and Panamanian are that.
Yep, absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. And it just feels good, just seeing brothers living great lives here in Panama. It puts a smile on my face, man. Big
Yeah,
time.
you could live like a king there and not really worry about it. If you don't want to go all the way to Thailand or Philippines, it's another good option.
Hmm. Absolutely, man. All it needs is more Japanese women. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm
But
stuck on Japan too.
oh man. All right, brothers. Feel free to call in if you want to speak on Holland, Poland. Call in. This is a perfect time. So it's a shame that Holland is a liberal hellhole, but I see Baseball in the building. Baseball, I see you, bro. You're confirmed with your Russian hat. We got a Russian black dude in the building. Only kidding, bro. Only kidding. Hey, what's going, Baseball? How you doing, bro?
How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Good to hear from you, brother. Good to hear from you. So, do you
Very
have any
good.
questions for
Yeah, I
our
do
guest,
have
brother?
a question. Now in Holland, given what you told us, are you seeing the same effects of that liberalism play out over there in terms of like, are there people still getting married there? Are there people still having families there? Or is it pretty much a matter of um, we do what we feel type thing?
So yes, they still have families. It's not destitute. Like I said, think of like the U.S. and the U.K. as like feminism plus,
Right.
and then I would say like the Netherlands is like feminism light. It's there, but it's not so bad to where you can't find a wife or you can't start a family. It's just you have to
Mhm.
deal with those elements. They're going to be there. They think in that way most of the time, but they're just
Right.
not in your face about it. Like there's no blue-haired chicks screaming at you
Right.
and
Right.
and spitting on you, you know. It's just you have to understand that you're going to have to deal with that if you want a woman from that area.
Correct. Now, another thing I want to know because I've seen this kind of often. Do you have any information on the Dutch Moroccans there, like the Dutch
Oh,
Moroccan women? Are they are
oh.
they are they more a liberal type, or are they pretty much sticking to tradition? Because I know there's a lot of Dutch Moroccans. So, do you have any info on that?
So what I know from Moroccan women, they still wear uh, traditional garb in Morocco. Um, I've seen them here out in Iraq a little bit, but I don't remember seeing them looking very traditional there. I just
Oh, okay.
think like, and again, this is back in 2015, so I'm going off of memory and trying to remember as much as I can. Um, they probably hold on to some values because I know like African cultures do maintain their values for a while when they leave the
Right.
country.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
possible you could still find like a legit Moroccan or half Dutch, half Moroccan girl.
Oh,
I
okay.
would go for purebred every time in
Yeah,
that
me too.
case.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, yeah,
But if
definitely.
if you just want a Moroccan girl, just go to Morocco, man. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah, I would rather. Yeah, I'm from Africa. All my family's over there, but I was just
Okay.
curious because the thing is, and I'm just going to end on this point. Like what I find is that like when I've like dealt with Spanish Moroccan, like even Italian Moroccan, they've all been liberalized. So that's why I was asking about the Dutch side.
Yeah, I would say that is highly likely just because of the way that the culture is. If they assimilate into
Yeah,
Amsterdam's lifestyle, they're gonna be Amsterdam,
yeah,
which is
yeah, definitely.
pretty liberal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, that's all I had to say. Thank you for answering.
No problem.
Great questions there, Base Fuller. Thank you, bro. And Clifton, please feel free to call in. Clifton, you're from the Netherlands, so please share your experience as a black man from the Netherlands. Please do so. I love my Moroccan chicks, but if I want to find a Moroccan wife, I'm going straight to Morocco. Because what I've heard about Moroccans in Montreal, even in London, I know quite a few Moroccans in the west side of London. Too liberal for me. Been around the block. Great chicks, but I can't do it with high body count woman. Preserve your purity. Be virgins. That's all we ask for, and you'll be wifed up, and we'll have children with you. We don't deal with high body count women. They are worse than Satan. All right, so Clifton, feel free to call in. Anyone that's living in Holland or has been there, also call in as well. If you have any questions, please hit the PayPal or the super chats to get your question read out and answered, or you can just call in. That'd be great. Okay, so please do so. Please do so. Get that passport too, man. Get into IT, live a digital nomad lifestyle. My happiness has gone through the roof in Panama. I felt really happy there in Panama. I really did. It kind of rejuvenated me. Like you know those Duracell adverts, right? It felt like someone put a battery on my back, and now I feel like I'm some sort of god. It's just amazing, man. So please get that passport, man. Have that freedom to go to any country, live there, work there. IT is the best option for you, brothers, man. So join that Python class, Python Till on Patreon. I am doing my best to get you out there. There's so much information on this channel. It is very rare that you will fail trying to find a good wife or a good girlfriend. I'm not worried about Japan being tainted, Panama being tainted. Pookies ain't going to these places. Okay, Pookie are not going to these places, man. So the choice is yours, brothers. All right, let's get some new callers in. So while we wait for a caller, let me ask this, brother. So out of a Polish woman or Dutch woman, who are you bringing home to dad and mum as a wife?
Polish, Polish 100%. Like, my mom knew that if I brought home a girl, she was probably going to be Polish. So it'd be 100% Polish over Dutch.
Okay. And with Polish women, they will allow you to be the man in the relationship. Like, listen, no girls trips, no male friends. You can actually set those requirements and she'll listen.
Yeah, I would say they're very conservative and more traditional than most places in Europe. As long as you put that out there before you start dating, give them a chance to at least say yes or no. I don't see it being an issue. They're looking for a man to be a man. They're not trying to play your role. They're just trying to be a woman.
Beautiful. Thank you, bro. All right, Mr. Pooh, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll, please? Thank you, Pooh. You are confirmed. Thank you, bro. Yes, we got Pooh in the building. Let me bring in Mr. Pooh. Fantastic. Hey, how you doing, Pooh?
What's up? What's going on?
Hey, doing fantastic, man. How you keeping, bro? You good?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Just working hard. I'm glad it's the weekend.
It's the
Let's
weekend.
listen to this conversation here. It's the Russian girl that got my attention, just because I've dabbled here and there. I was in the Air Force, so I got the opportunity to check out different women around the world. Russians definitely left an impression on me. Italians did too, but Italian girls got jealous anytime it was time. Yeah, we wanted to go out and go ahead to Croatia. They always had a problem with that because that's how Croatian girls are, and how the build on a Croatian girl. Something about the Slavic girl, I don't know what it is to be built that way. It's just something you don't expect. But I even seen them out here in South Korea. They got a build, man. It's just different. I'm not sure how to describe it, but
I understand what you're saying. Trust me.
You have to. Yeah. IP, you got to see it for yourself, man. I mean, those buns are fighting for position, man.
I think the best way to say it is black girl body on a white girl.
Yes, black girl in shape body.
Yes,
on a
in
white
shape,
girl.
like actual thick, not
Yeah,
fat thick.
yeah, like nothing's shaking too hard. It's just right, man. It's just right. Yeah, I used to. I told you about it before. I used to talk to a girl from Ukraine, and she was actually more Asian than white. She had like light color eyes, but she looked to me Asian. You know, they like to do their eye makeup a certain way too. But yeah, she was dope, man. And I knew deep down, I knew she was for the streets. I knew the difference, but she was still very feminine. She still like tried to cater to me and all that, but I knew better. I knew better than that. But yeah. You said Russian. I was like, oh, I'm calling it. I've seen Russian girls, you know, even in South Korea. See Russian girls everywhere. Yeah, Japan too. But I haven't ran into a lot of good girls that are Russian. If you know what I'm saying. They're more like they're in Korea to do work. Like Korea has their own Russian district, and that's where a lot of the professionals are. So that's how I know them. So I hate to bust IP's bubble. I'm just saying, as from my experience, that's what I've seen. I have a bunch of friends married to Russian women. I don't have the heart to let them know, but they're cool. I'm sure they're still very they can be very traditional, very sweet, but from what I've dealt with, they've still been out there a bit.
So I will say that yes, there are quite a few places outside of Russia where you'll find a Russian working girl, but you won't know she's a working girl. However, if you find a non-working Russian girl, you're good. So it's not all hope is not lost. You just got to know where to look. You got to make sure you put yourself in the right places.
Yeah, maybe I like to dabble in the shadows too much.
Oh, don't worry. I'm always in the shade.
Wow. Let me ask you about these Croatian women, right, who have the body of a black woman. In your experience, Pooh, are these Croatian women checking for brothers?
I can tell you this. I never asked the question. I assume if you're in my space, I'm taking a shot, and I rarely missed. So anytime I've rolled up on a Croatian girl, I've never missed. Maybe it's just an attitude, maybe it's the way I carry myself, eye contact, and all that stuff. But I've had some serious. Man, I can't say too much right here, but yeah. I had no problems. These countries, most countries, their women, they'll go along with the crowd. They'll go along with what everyone's saying because there's like a slight pressure there. Because a lot of times they may be even shamed in a lot of countries. But who keeps that going? Who carries the baton for like the hatred of black men is that country's men. If it's China, Japan, or Japanese, they didn't really give me a hard time at all. South Korea, it's the men that got something to say. The women, they may follow along. They're also curious. You can see it in their eyes, especially if you're nice to them. You're sweet to them. You make them laugh. They can't even help themselves. That's like that's their first entry point to get into a girl is that laughter. They will not sit there and laugh at you. There's always a shot. They'll always be curious. It's just that their culture, or how they're structured, everything is anti-black. Even our own culture, we have some anti-black there. Something about your skin, or you're hypersexualized, you're hypermasculine. You're a thug. It's the same game, no matter what country you step in. So it's something I choose to honestly ignore at this point. I feel like it is a distraction, keeping me from doing what I have to do. So what I'm going to do, snatch up these women. That's what's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. You can spread as much propaganda you can. I'm just going to use it as promotion. Oh, I guess I don't have to introduce myself now. Yes, I'm cooler than you think. That's how I see it.
I'd also like to add something. So my coworker is actually married to a Croatian woman, and she's gorgeous, like model-esque.
Yeah, It's hard. It's hard to find a Croatian chick that was honestly under a 6. I thought about that with Lithuanian girls too. I mean, I remember going around with my friends going, "Where are the ugly girls? Where are the ugly ones at?"
It's the same in Latvia too.
Yeah, I heard about Latvia. Same thing. Yeah, man. You got to go in these little corners, these little countries, and just you just got to get out there and check it out. I mean, I think in Lithuania, I forgot what language they were speaking.
They probably speak some Russian. I know.
I think it was some Russian because I think they were. I think they had some oppression. I think there were like some refugees or something like that. But yeah, I mean, all day I don't care who is in the black guys. I don't care to ask anymore. I'm done. I'm going in there.
Black men are pretty safe in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Eastern Europe, you're pretty safe, man. Like most women, they see you, you stick out like a sore thumb. They want to know about you. Put yourself in the right places, have the right attitude. You're good to go.
There you go.
Wow, amazing! Thank you for the intel, brothers. Wow. And what's your experience with Polish women, too?
I've only got my hand on one, and it wasn't in Poland. I met her at the airport, actually. I met a Polish girl at the airport, and I met a Swedish girl. The first time, I had no idea where she was from, but I was on the plane trying to go to Okinawa, and she rolled right up on me, started asking me questions, was automatically touching me, and I was like, "Yo, what's your deal? Like, why?" She was just very aggressive, more. I call it assertive. I'm not gonna say aggressive, but she was initiating all the conversation. She was curious about me, and then I was like, "Yo, where are you from?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm from Sweden." And I was like, "Dang, like maybe I need to switch this trip up."
Don't go to Sweden. Don't go to Sweden. I've been there.
Oh, there you go. I take your word for it. Although I feel like I always feel like I can win anywhere, but I also want to give myself good chances. I don't want to like completely ruin a trip because I got such an ego that I feel like I can't fail at the same time.
Yeah, Sweden's feminism is like 9,000.
Oh, maybe a little too white.
They are on a whole nother level when it comes to that. Like the men have been pacified in Sweden.
Okay, now was it Sweden? They were talking about they had an issue with the Thai women in Sweden.
Yeah, they're trying to outlaw men from leaving the country.
They could do that to us. You think they could do that to us? I mean, they're trying to stop men from marrying Thai women out in Sweden.
Yeah, I don't think they would actually do it to the other people. It's just their men because they have control over that. They can't really do anything to you.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard a rumor. I didn't think it was true. I was like, no, there's no way they'd do that.
It's true. And I think Sweden's feminism is worse than the US.
That's sad. That's pathetic.
That is true. Sweden's feminism is bad, but the women there do love brothers, but I wouldn't wife them up. They have a high body count, probably the highest in Europe. To be honest with you, they're for the streets. They're not wifeable in any shape or form. Swedish chicks, I would avoid them for lives. But if you want to have fun with them, yeah, you could if you want to. But wifing them up, making them your girlfriend, you are risking hell in your life. Don't do it.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, bro, they've been around the block. They have been around the block. Go on, bro.
I was gonna say not only that, she'll probably expect you to wear the apron and be in the kitchen.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah,
wow,
like that.
Yeah, while she smashes over dudes, very common. I'm keep it PG, but yeah, okay. It's very common. Let
my friends know. I have to write that one down. I'll let my friends know that one ASAP.
They'll do that kind of stuff, man. The things I've heard about Swedish men, I've been there myself, so I've seen it, but also what I've heard from other brothers too. Yeah, it's just not not conducive. I think I may go there again, so I can show brothers the actual video footage. If I have time, I might hit up there again. But to let you brothers know, don't wife one up. Don't do it.
Okay.
If you want to wipe up a white chick, go to Eastern Europe, Central Europe.
Yeah.
That's why.
They've had more exposure. I think they're more multicultural out there. You know, since all the conquering and all that stuff. You know, Mehmed II. You know, their exposure to. I mean, I think that was an area of Arab conquest. Yeah. I don't think Kublai or Genghis Khan was out there. I know they dominated a lot of Russia and all of Asia until they got to Japan, got smoked. But yeah, so you know, hey, I'm Asian studies, you know, so that's how it goes. But yeah, man, the Netherlands, I had a few friends go out to the Netherlands and tell me about that. Their experience was never went past the red light district. I mean, they no real dating experience at all. They said the women were just kind of rough, to be honest. I mean, I'm trying to put it as blunt as I can. Yeah, they just said the women were rough. They're like, as far as you know, if the dating scene, you can leave it, you can have fun there. But
That's what I say.
They said they couldn't get out the red light district. They're so busy running around in there.
It's hard. Like I said, I told my Russian girlfriend, like I said, she was gorgeous, and I told her I was about to push her in the river. I literally turned around, I was like, I'm about to push you in the river and just leave you. Don't go to the red. Do not take your wife or girlfriend to the red light district. You will be divorced.
Dang.
You will see women so beautiful, it will blow your mind, and you'll probably never see anything better. Like, I don't know where they get them from, or if there's like a breeding camp somewhere on some island, but those women were just insane.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, brothers, for that. Thank you, PG. Thank you for that insight there. All right. Awesome. So, thank you, Pooh, and our guests. Let's get some new callers in. And if you have any questions, now is the time to speak on Dutch women. I doubt I'm going to have any more streams of Dutch women in the future. It's just the fact that not a lot of brothers go there, and I've tried for many months to try and get intel on Dutch women. Now we have it. Now is the perfect time. Okay, awesome. Okay, interesting. In two interesting countries, I feel like Poland definitely wins this. What cities in Poland do you recommend in of existence?
Krakow or Warsaw. Two big cities. You can do a lot there, see a lot, meet a lot of people.
Okay. Awesome. You got any questions for our guest, Pooh, in regards to Poland and Holland?
I've come across a few people from Poland. The women were cool, but the men that I came across, they didn't seem so friendly. They didn't seem cool at all. I'm not sure if there's any. I mean, gosh, it's Poland, so I mean, who knows? As far as racism, or they got their biases. I'm sure they do, but women have always been. Honestly, women have been cool everywhere. I've been. I haven't had too many problems with women. Yeah, there'll be some looks of disgust, in parts of Asia. But if I had any issues, it's usually with the men. It was usually with the men. So I got a few friends. I don't have any friends that have any wives or any serious girlfriends in Poland, just because I don't think Air Force goes through there too much. And I don't know any passport bros that go through Poland. But I heard Warsaw is definitely where it's at. I haven't. What's the other town?
Krakow. It's I think it's south, if I remember. It's a couple hours drive.
Is that a major city?
Yeah, it's a major city.
Okay.
Warsaw is more popular. I think.
Yeah,
I know that one.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, bet. It's good information right here.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So brothers, so feel free to call in, especially brothers who have been to Poland or Holland, who are currently living there. Feel free to call in to share your experience. That'd be greatly appreciated. Do I have any more questions? No more questions for me on this. So who has better looking women out of both groups of women, in your opinion, in the resistance?
Between Dutch and Polish, or Polish and Russian?
Between all three of them, brother.
All right, if I rank them in order, it'd probably be Russia 1, Poland 2, and Netherlands a 4.
Me too. Me too. Definitely. Yeah. Russian women.
You just can't. It's hard to beat
Yeah.
Russian. It is hard to beat them.
Yeah.
Like, now, I would say Polish women make better wives, but it's very close. It really is. Russian women are just otherworldly when it comes to looks. Like, they pride themselves on being beautiful, and they know they're beautiful.
And that eye contact.
Yeah,
Man, I mean, they go right through your eyes, like through,
That's
through the
exactly-
windows of your soul.
I was gonna say that they pierce through you when
Yeah.
they look at you. Yeah.
Okay, so they know they're beautiful. Does that make them arrogant, or are they still humble, the Russian women?
If you pick them up in Moscow, or they're from Moscow, they'll probably have some sort of an ego. But anywhere else, you'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
There's something about those major cities. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they get a lot of attention. You know, Russian men don't give a damn. So I'm sure they get plenty of attention. I don't know what the ratio of men versus women is there.
There's way more women than men, and with this incident going on now, it's probably getting worse. Like, they have not recovered population wise on the male side, I think, since the World War, and this isn't helping the situation right now. So it's just like Latvia. Like, there's way more women in Latvia than men.
Latvia got a lot of women. A lot of women.
It's noticeably big on the difference. So it's got to be the same in Russia.
So yeah, brothers need to clean house when this war is done. But wait till the war is over.
Probably in
Clean
5
house.
years, bro. Probably in 5 years, and the way it's going, no one's backing down.
Yeah.
Let me ask you: don't Russian women cheat? From what I've heard.
Probably on the Russian men. But when we say that Russian men are not good, they are not good to their women. So there's almost no incentive for them to behave. But I don't think it's the exact same when they date a foreigner guy, because they understand. I just had a private chat. I understand, like, they understand that we have different attitudes, and I think they view us as more romantic than Russian. Like, Russian women are like, I work, I drink, I sleep. There's almost like no personality. Versus like us as black men, we have charisma, we have like pride, we're strong, we're athletic, like we're vocal, like we have life in us. And so they see that, and
Wow.
as they do with Russian.
CIP, I told you. That Super Saiyan 3, man. It's like we got, is this that extra just that extra level, that extra glow as far as personality, and then what surrounds us is like, man, this dude can he jump out the gym? You know, how masculine is he? Vascularity, just being black. Yeah, I guess with great power comes great responsibility. Like Uncle Ben said, is this a factor that you cannot buy? You're born with it. You have it or you don't. And if you're black, a lot of times you already have it, even if you don't know it. Even if you're corny, man. Is this if a black man comfortable with being black, comfortable in his own skin, is a dangerous man. And a black man that's intelligent, knows his value, understands what the world around him. no one can stop you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Pooh. Let me bring in Mr. I Am Watts. Awesome. Hey, how you doing, bro? You're on mute. Let me unmute you. Go on, bro. How you doing, bro?
Excuse me, I'm just came back from getting me a sandwich. Peace IP, peace, Mr. Pooh, and peace to Mr. What's your name up top right?
End of existence. You can say end. It's fine.
All right, bro. Make sure you finish your lunch
me?
first, bro. Finish your food first, bro, and let me know when you're done, okay? Okay, bro? I'm gonna put you on mute there. Just let me know in the private chat when you finish eating, okay? Then I'll let you speak, okay, brother?
Can y'all hear me? IP, Mr. Pooh?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? No, we can't hear you, bro. All right. So call back in, brother, okay? And then let's see if you get fixed up, okay? Awesome. So brothers, call in, don't be shy. If no one new calls in apart from Alex in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. It's been a very informative live stream. I want to say thank you to End for breaking down both groups of women, particularly Amsterdam women, who I shall be avoiding in the near future. Okay. Let me ask about in terms of religion in Poland. Are Polish women Catholic or Christians, or they're becoming more atheist? And
Definitely not atheist. I don't know what the majority religion is. Like I said, they're conservative, so it's got to be in the realms of Catholic or Christianity, probably. But you're not going to run around and see many girls with like half heads shaven and like mohawks or wearing like, devil signs or anything like that. It's just not very common. Most women wear pretty dresses, pretty outfits. They do their hair, they do their nails. They're very feminine, and I wasn't really there to investigate the religion. I was trying to investigate the women.
Yeah, me myself, I guess just as I got older and learned more about just religion and how it's deployed, I guess. I stopped looking to religion as much. I like the cultures that take more accountability in their own actions. Sometimes people that are really religious, they like to it's a slick way to pass off some accountability. Like I'm very spiritual. There's a difference between being spiritual and religious. So in practice, I guess you can say I'm lukewarm. I'm a lukewarm Christian. But as far as prayer and how my morals are based in my religion. So I often just look for a culture that is about being accountable and things of that nature. A lot of times, like I told you about Korea. Korea has neon lights full of crosses there, but in practice, don't seem so religious after all. It's like America. The last thing we act like is religious people, all of us. But we have God all over the place. So I'm more about a culture that just are they rooted in family, doing the right thing, especially family, very key. Just because how am I supposed to settle with you? How am I supposed to build anything with you if you can't bond with me? If you're not, you have to be a woman that's raised around a family that knows how important family is. So how important that is to me. So
that's facts. That's facts, bro. You want to add on that end, or?
I don't really have much. I was looking at that super chat. I was going to speak on that when it popped up.
Give me a second. All right, so I am Alex Watt. If you can connect your device, and then I can get you in. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker again for the second super chat from him for tonight. Thank you, Johnny, for the support. Much appreciated. Have any of the guests interacted with Ukrainian women, either in Poland or just in general? And how would you compare them to Russian and Polish women? Okay, let's go with Pooh first, and then we'll go end after.
Yeah, like I said before, I dated a girl for a minute from Ukraine, and yeah, she had a thick accent, spoke Russian to her mother all the time, right, just right in front of me. But she, like the man said before, she looked Asian. I thought she was Asian. So she spoke Russian. But she had green eyes also, and she was almost my height. She was almost 6 feet tall.
Damn.
And not skinny at all. Not thick. Just just right. I can't stand a girl between Twix. Like eat one piece of the Twix. You can't eat both, girl. We can share. We'll split that. But she was definitely dope. But she was for the streets. Had a Russian woman too. Same deal. She was just, I could tell she sent those vibes out like she was out there. She was so aggressive in pursuit she pursued to talk to me that I was like, I mean, it was kind of like a red flag. I mean, she was aggressive in every aspect of the relationship. Granted, I indulge, man, because they're dope and they look really, really good compared to most women. I don't care what race. They look really, really good. I don't know what's in the blood over there, but I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, maybe it's Kublai Khan, man. I don't know, but they're fine. They're fine as hell. But and very feminine. Girl I talked to, her voice was kind of deep, and she was assertive, and so she sounded like she almost reminded me of like a mobster the way she spoke, and she had a really thick accent, but still just extremely feminine, very sweet, always. Not really rude ever, but I had to leave her to the streets.
Wow. Thank you for that honesty. Thank you, bro. And do you want to speak on that, please?
Yes, I actually have quite a few run-ins with Ukrainian girls, and I consider them Russian light in terms of looks. They're beautiful, but I haven't had very many good experiences. In fact, last week, a Ukrainian girl I used to talk to a couple years ago messaged me, and the conversation went like this: "Hey, I found you again. Hey, what's going on? Do you have any money?" Nope. Ukrainian girls to me are just like Romanian girls. They're beautiful. They'll be all over you, but they'll also have their hand in your wallet. And I've tried to navigate Ukraine, and every time it just came down to like, what are my assets? And I'm just not about that. So
I agree with that. Yeah, very extremely materialistic. Gucci, Fendi, like really into getting their hands on your wallet. I definitely agree to that, man. What do you do? What are your plans? You think they're into your future? No. What can I when can I sink my teeth and drain you of your assets and all your energy?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I also Russian women were also all about the money as well. I think Theo, if you hear Theo, he's like they practice a lot of hypergamy, so they're really about the money. Like if you slip up, if your income decreases, they'll leave you. Is that true about Russian women? They're very money hungry and practice hypergamy. The moment they see you go broke.
I would say again, if you get your girl from a major city, yes, the women that are in the countryside have no concept of upward mobility. They farm and they take care of animals, but they're also very, very good looking, and they're more family oriented. So they're more to stick with the man for the sake of the family. If you go to Moscow or in some other the bigger cities, you will find that the girls there are very materialistic, and they will definitely go after your wallet if it's available. Not all of them, but your chances are higher coming out of Moscow, and that's just because it's a city life. There's city girls everywhere, even in Russia. If you're out and about in a different country, you run into the working girl. That's just expected, all right? Just expected, because that's they're there to finesse you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you find a genuine Russian girl outside of Russia or outside of Moscow, then your experience is going to be vastly different.
Yeah, I think the same deal with Japanese girls from the big main cities versus like an Okinawan girl who has a much more simpler lifestyle. It's just I think that hypergamy just plays a huge part in women worldwide. It's something you probably just cannot run from if you are dealing with girls in the big city. So you would have to, shed yourself for the fear of being in a rural area where you are definitely the only person, speaking English, or, if you don't mind being just in a rural area with not a bunch of buildings and, they close down at like midnight. You can find yourself a wife there that isn't materialistic and isn't freaking out because she doesn't have, the same purse as the next woman. Yeah, just being honest.
Facts, man. I'm at a point in my life, right? Like, I just don't want a materialistic chick. If you're all about the Gucci bag, the Prada bag, I'm not the guy for you. You better find some simp. You be happy what you get. Stability. I want cooperation. And if you expect me to be spending all that crap on depreciating assets, ain't the one for me, man. Ain't the one for any brother on this platform, man. Because a lot of women will just drain your resources that you've worked hard for. It's not easy working a 9-to-5 job. It's not easy for any brother in the West. So please bear that in mind, woman. If you're watching this, show some appreciation and some love towards black men who go through that hellhole. I am Alex Watts. If you can fix your devices in the background, why am I hearing feedback? That's coming from Pooh. So I'm Alex Watt. Can you try and fix it, please? I'm trying to get you in so you can say your question, but for some reason it says device is not connected, so I can't add you in. So here's what you can do. Restart your laptop or your phone, connect again. Restart your phone, bro. Restart your phone, and then try it again. I will wait for you. I'll give you 5 minutes, okay? And if it's not working, I'm going to end the stream, okay, brother? Okay, brother? Okay. All right, speak soon, bro. Speak soon. The screen is blurry. What do you mean the screen is blurry? What's happened? It may be your connection. Lost. Awesome. Okay, yeah. That's a good point, end of resistance. So we'll wait for Alex, and then if you can't get in, you'll type it there, and then you answer it, bro. All right, awesome.
So you're taking Russian girls over Japanese?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, man, hold up, this dude switch on me? Yeah, I was trying to figure. I was like, I got my South Korean wife. I love her, but man, oh man, she understands though. Man, I mean, I met her while I was in Japan, but so I guess that's it says a lot about her, but. Japanese girlfriends hard to stop.
I heard, bro. It's just that you don't wife them up. So I'm thinking, marry the Latina, have a Japanese side chick.
Yeah, I mean that might be the way to go.
Or you could just go get a Giselian.
There you go.
Oh man, yeah. If I go to Japan and I see that, oh man, I'm gonna go wild. I'll tell you that.
I mean, you're gonna be so messed up. But you don't even wait for the choosers. They're coming. They're coming to you. Don't worry about choosing signals. I usually have a woman's usually not even facing me. I'm just like, watch this. I'm just going to test my luck and be as charming as possible. I'm going for it.
It's kind of like what I saw in Panama in regards to seeing an Asian woman, Chinese, of course, speaking Spanish. I'm like, whoa, is this real? How is she speaking Spanish? She looks Chinese.
That's true.
So I'm sure that I'm going to be tripped out when I see a Japanese Brazilian, and if she's checking for brothers too. Oh my gosh. Oh,
That's some
man.
good content right there. That's some good content.
Some
And late at night, you can have some serious Patreon content. You have, yeah, just don't incriminate yourself out there, man.
He's gonna have to make another tier.
You are, man. You are. It's gonna be so bad. Too bad I can't go with you, man. Yeah, my wife's not gonna have that, but she know how they get down in Japan. That's so nasty, man.
damn. So oh man, it's amazing. All right, so shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker. Thank you, Johnny, for supporting me for the third time tonight. Appreciate you, bro, for the $5 super chat. IP, where are you at with Team Latina, Team East Asia, and Team Germany, Poland? Rank them with numbers, bro. Okay, great super chat there. So, okay. So number one for me is Team Latina. I'm sorry, what I saw in Panama, a huge mind F. You know, I apologize for sleeping on Latina woman. So right now, Team Latina number one for me. So I am 80% Team Latina. And then after that, I'm going to give it to Team East Southeast Asia. And I'm 15. Actually, I'm 18%, Team East Asia and Southeast Asia. And lastly, I am 2% Team Germany, Team Poland.
You'll switch. It's okay. You're gonna come up off the Latino. You're gonna come up at least 20 points. Those East Asian women, they'll get you, man. They get you. You get your hands on one. Just remember, just protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself, because they get you without protecting yourself. They're gonna put their teeth right in you. It's over for you. You're gone. But
If I go to Japan before you, IP, I'm gonna have some just go straight for you, like right out of the airport.
You know what? Sorry, go straight for you.
I'm gonna have some girls to go straight for you right as soon as you get off the plane. Like, if you see this guy, just go right at him. Don't give him any chance to breathe.
I'll tell you this, right? The reason why I've skewed it so heavily for Team Latina is because the love I've got in Panama was incredible in terms of cold approaching, the love from Panamanian, Venezuelan, and of course I will be dropping some Venezuelan interviews in the coming days. I interviewed one Venezuelan baddie in the club. Oh, she was so cute. She was unfortunately married though, so I didn't take it any further. But and I'm a respectful man. So going on from that, right? So great experience with Latinas, but I also have horrible experience with East Asian women in the West. I just feel like they hate us. So when I see how much they hate us and how much love I get in Latin countries, it's just, I've got to show some more love to Team Latina. Bear in mind that could change when I go to East Asia, Southeast Asia in the future. So right now, Team Asia are losing heavily. It's going to take a mountain. It's going to take a moving mountains for me to go back to Team East Asia. So I've got a question in the live stream chat from I am Alex Watt. If you can see it end, but I'll read out for the audience. If IP, can you ask a question for me? I have background in dancing, hip hop, break dancing and more. Will women like that and appreciate that? End.
So it depends in which country.
Yeah, I say so too. What
Because I'm
country is he?
not sure which country he's looking at.
Let's go with both. So Holland and Poland.
So definitely in the Holland, they'll definitely pick up on that. Amsterdam is pretty musical, so that'll definitely make you stand out, and you'll probably pick up a lot of chicks. Poland, probably not so much. It's a little more quiet. Not so much of a. I mean, it has a party scene, but it's not. It's not anywhere near Amsterdam.
Okay. Thank you very much for the honesty. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Johnny, again for the support. Much appreciation. Latinas are super warmer than Team Asia. Absolutely, man. Team Asia, you got a lot of work to do. I'll tell you that. Okay, fantastic. So great stream, brothers. Gonna wrap it up now. So, do you have any closing comments at all, Pooh?
Me, I mean, my experience, like I said, I told you my experience of Russian women. Like I said, it was good, but it wasn't, because I had nothing but the borderline pros, man. Um, I can imagine, you know, because I'm already married. I see them in South Korea and Seoul all the time, but they're all, I mean, maybe it's just because Koreans are telling me they always associate them with something negative. Like, you know, Koreans usually associate everybody with something negative. But yeah, it's still about just going where you're appreciated at the end of the day. Going everywhere. Don't stick it to the same old things. If your pockets are kind of light, you're balling on a budget. Yeah, you know the countries already. Stay out of Pattaya, man. Just stay out of there. But yeah, man, just go where you're appreciated and get this monkey off your back called the West, man. That's really all I have to say about it, man. It's good talking to you again, though.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Pooh. And of course, we'll be speaking more in the coming future. Appreciate you, bro. And speak to you soon. Thank you, bro. Fantastic. Mr. End of Existence, do you have any closing statements, brother?
Yeah, just to the greater passport community. I've been watching the drama that's been happening, and in my opinion, I kind of saw this coming. Just from, like I said, I used to be MGTOW, so we got hit pretty hard from all sides. As a passport bro, just make sure that when you go out, you conduct yourself properly. Make sure that when you do things, keep the movement in mind. We represent ourselves. So if we represent ourselves good, no matter how much negativity they say, the actions that we take will not reflect that. And as a black man traveling, when you leave America, just don't even worry about being black anymore. Like, don't let your race hinder you or make you feel like you're subpar compared to other people. Just go out there, be a human, and enjoy yourself. Be a decent man, and you won't have anything to worry about.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much for those words and of assistance. Appreciate you, bro. Looking forward to speaking to you in the future. Thank you, bro. Awesome. All right, brothers. So great live stream. Doing the Panama content. Please let me know what you want to, and thank you, and I'll speak to you very soon, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Awesome. So please let me know, brothers, what content you want to see coming up on Panama. I've got some more interviews coming, nightlife content, more daytime content. I hope you've enjoyed the vlogs. Let me know what I can improve on the vlogs, okay? And what information you want to see about Panama, that'd be greatly appreciated. And again, make sure you support the channel, hit the super chats, support me by the PayPal, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, brothers. And if you want to get into IT, I am teaching Python again. I'm accepting a new bunch of students, only 100 this time. That's the most I can do. I can't do any more than that. It'll be too much for me, but I can definitely do 100 this time. So join the Python tier on the Patreon to kickstart your IT career. And yeah, looking forward to seeing and teaching you Python members like I'm doing now, okay? So thank you, brothers. Again, here is details for the Python class and the Patreon. There's a link to the Patreon, okay? Make sure you also, what's it called? Make sure you also subscribe to International Passport Clips. I'll be dropping a lot of Panama content on my second channel, International Passport Clips. So make sure you subscribe to that channel too. There's going to be some very interesting content coming on that channel. Okay, so here's a link to it as well. Go and subscribe to it if you haven't already. Check out the videos. Here's my social media platforms. Keep in touch with me. And if you want to come on the channel, if you want to share a country that you've been to, please feel free by DM me on Instagram, on Twitter, and we can definitely set that up. Particular countries you feel like brothers need to know about, that will be greatly appreciated. Here's a link to my merch, and of course the PayPal is open 24/7. So you can you can make a donation by the PayPal if you have PayPal. Okay, if you don't have PayPal, there should be a super chat option, a donation button with a $sign on what's it called, on your YouTube interface. So before I end the stream, if you make the donation, I will read your what's it called? I don't have Cash App anymore, bro. I've only got PayPal. But if you don't have PayPal, please make sure to hit the super chats right now. So there should be a donation button on your YouTube screen with a $sign. Send your super chat there, or do it through PayPal. So if you have a question, I'll wait for you so I can read your question out. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes to sort that out, Juju. Okay, all right, awesome. I've also recorded some content, informational content this afternoon for you brothers, so you can know what you need to do before going to Panama. My first impressions about Panama, it's all coming on the channel. So I'm definitely setting you brothers up for success. Okay, so please make sure you support. What country shall I go to next once I'm done with Panama? Shout out to Bala Jalal for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. Even though you're late, you're supporting. That's love right there, man. Thank you for showing me love, Bala Jalal. I'm late to the stream, but what's up, everyone? What's up to you, bro? I appreciate you, bro, for the support, man. Thank you so much, man. That's love right there. Thank you, man. Almost 10 years doing this. So Bala Jalal says Morocco. Okay, I've been there before. So if I was to go there again, it would be a different city. Okay, why Morocco? What's there in Morocco? Bala Jalal, for you. You want the woman, or you want the lifestyle there? Because I can do Morocco if I have space to share. Okay, Clifton says Suriname. Clifton, you didn't call in, bro, and your brother in Holland, man. You want to call in and speak about Suriname? Tell me why I should go to Suriname, Clifton. That's a very interesting country. Suriname, okay. That's near Holland, right? Brother, if I go there, will the woman like Black Englishmen and Black American men and Black Canadian men? Because obviously I want to show intel to West men. I don't want to waste my time in a country where they don't show brothers love, you know? So tell me why I should go to Suriname, Clifton. And if you can call in, that'd be great, Clifton. Thank you, bro. Awesome. Costa Rica, Peru. Okay, noted. So what other country should I go to? What's up, Demswood, man? Hope you had a good sleep. Oh, that's cool, bro. That's cool. Send me a DM, Clifton. Let's speak on the weekend over IG. Okay, I would appreciate if you reach out to me, Clifton, on IG. Thank you, bro. But in the meantime, why should I go to Suriname? Okay, it's a black country. Is it safe? Is Suriname safe? You know, I ain't going to no place where, you know, it's some, you know, crazy space, man. It's in South America. Oh, okay. Suriname. Damn. Okay. How the woman look? How the woman looking like there? Suriname woman. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it looks like it's African Indian. Indian. Pass. I'm good. All right. So Indian, that's a pass. Okay, yeah, Clifton, reach out to me. Thank you, bro. Thank you. When you reach out to me on IG, Tsunami, you gotta tell me. Sorry, when you reach out to me, Clifton, you gotta tell me why I should go to Suriname over the phone. Okay, bro. We need to discuss that because that's definitely on my list. Demswood says go to Latvia IP. Okay, right now Latvia is very cold, but of course, when the summertime comes back in Europe, best believe that I'm gonna try and fit a few European countries in. Okay, Creole, Indian, Japanese. The mixed ones are hot though. IP. Okay. Clifton, yeah, we gotta speak about So Clifton, here's my IG, bro. So if you're on Instagram, here's my Instagram, brother. Okay, Clifton. Do you see it, brother? Send me a DM on IG, International Passport 5. That's how anyone can reach me on my Instagram. And if you have any questions about my upcoming Python class, please, reach out to me on International Passport 5. This brother said India. I'm not going to India. You must be on that yayo. You must be on that ganja. I am not going to India. Hell no. That's a big no. Nah, bro. No India. No. Peru, Ecuador, Cape Verde. These places are quite expensive. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Those places, in South America, is not in terms of living there, but in terms of traveling there. A flight to South America and Central America is pretty expensive. So I can't do numerous South American countries this year. I don't have the funds for that. So I've got to ration my funds very carefully. South America, Central America from the UK is expensive, very expensive in terms of flight tickets. Now, Europe, very cheap. So me going to Sweden is super, super cheap. But these places that are not in Europe, ooh, they hit my pockets, man. I ain't gonna lie. Particularly when it comes to the plane rides. That's the only issue I have with these countries, man. Too expensive to travel there when it comes to flight tickets. All right, so Guyana is majority Indian women too. All right, so I'm gonna skip Guyana. I'm gonna skip that. I don't think so. If that's the case, I'm gonna skip Guyana. Yep. Thank you, Johnny. Croatia. That's cool, bro. Yep. I'm waiting for summertime, Johnny, for a European trip. Sorry. But right now, it's super cold. It's very cold in Europe. UK, I believe it's 5 degrees, 4 degrees, and February. So, and I know in Sweden it's at 1 degrees, 2 degrees in these places. Too cold. Let's see. All right. So where else? Notice how no one's saying Asian woman. So I guess we're Team Latina, huh? I guess we're Team Latina. All right, so it's over half Indians. That's a pass, man. Guyana is different. I don't know about Guyana, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anywhere with a huge Indian population, I'm gonna give that a pass, man. I'm gonna give that a pass. I'm sorry. Player cycle. You're a funny guy, dude. Yeah, I'm thinking. My next trip after Panama, Vietnam. Oh, okay, interesting. Vietnam. Okay, very interesting. Cool. All right, man. So I'm gonna wrap up in 4 minutes. Go to an Asian country. Okay, I'll think about that, Johnny. Now, would you both prefer for me to travel in March or in April? I gotta see my schedule. Okay. All right. So here's what. So Juju, create the PayPal account, and then send your donation through. Thank you, bro. I don't want to wait too long. I'm also going to add that, yes, so I'll give it probably another 2 or 3 more weeks on Panama content. So we'll make it like a month or 5 weeks of just giving you brothers content about Panama, life there, first impressions, what you need to know before going to Panama, Panamanian women, interviews, vlogs. So yeah, it's going to be a mixture of content. So please show me some love, like the videos, share my videos around. I'm really getting a lot of content for you brothers about Panama. And of course, going to do a very big stream about Panama and Panamanian women. But for additional intel on Panama that won't be on the channel, you're going to have to book a travel consultation with me. I'm definitely telling you that Panama is a spot, but you got to move a certain way. I know all the spots. I know certain spots that I will not be mentioning on the channel where you can find cute Venezuelan chicks, Cuban chicks. I will not mention on the channel. You got to book a one-to-one consultation with me. I will not allow the wrong type of brothers to ruin these spots. Okay. So it is what it is, man. Okay. So shout out to, yeah, so restaurants, spots, bars. I know the whole deal. I know where to go to, where they will treat you as a black man very, very well. I will not disclose on the channel. Put that consultation with me. Shout out to Bala Jalal for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Why don't you, Indian woman, what did they do to you? It's the fact that Balal brothers ain't checking for them, and I'm not checking for them. If I'm honest with you, I'm not really attracted to them like that, and they're not attracted to brothers like that. So why would we waste time on each other? You know, majority of brothers, I would say 99.8% of brothers are not checking for Indian women. Yeah, brothers don't really date Indian women like that. I don't know any brother that dates an Indian woman in the UK. In the US too, have you ever seen a brother date an Indian woman in the US? Never. Okay. We don't see it. Okay, and that's not, and I'm not mad about that. I'm okay with that. I'm not interested in that. Hey, don't cap right now, Juju, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Shout out to Juju for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much for the support. Now, I will say in Vancouver, yes, they check for brothers in Vancouver, and the Indian women in Vancouver, they're actually, some of them are very attractive. But me personally, I have no attraction towards them. My girlfriend is Indian, and she only shows me love. You're gonna have to call in, bro, because I don't know about that, bro. If I'm honest with you, I've not seen a single brother with a Indian chick in my entire life in the UK. Okay, and I'm sure it's the same in the US. We don't check for each other like that. It is what it is, man. And I'm cool with that. I'm happy with Japanese women, Filipinas, South Korean chicks, Vietnamese chicks showing love towards black men. Okay. To me, Japanese women are the best looking Asian women, and they love black men the most. So that means black men and Japanese women, they belong to each other. So why would you date an Indian woman when you got a whole bunch of Japanese women, you know, waiting for you? You know? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, brothers? You got a whole bunch of Japanese women who are the best looking women by far when it comes to East Asia, Southeast Asia, Asian women. So why would you date an Indian woman when you got the best women that are Asian, that being Japanese, that love black men the most? Come on, brothers. You know, it's a no-brainer. Black men and Japanese women belong together. You know, sometimes I feel like Japanese women are the true black woman. Hey, I'm kidding. But I'm just saying that sometimes, maybe these women weren't to be black, Japanese women, because the way they show brothers love, it's like, maybe they're supposed to be black. These Japanese women, they're supposed to be the black woman. Oh man, I'm going ham tonight, man. Yeah, we good on Indian chicks, man. Jew says they're submissive. Jew, you need to reach out to me on Instagram, because when you say they're submissive, that's cap, bro. That's cap. Indian chicks are not submissive in any shape or form. I do not think so. Nah, bro, that's cap. That's huge cap. Theo can confirm that. I can confirm that. Dems Wood can confirm that. They're not submissive, man. Nah, but we good, man. That's huge cap. That's huge cap, man. Don't do it, man. Avoid Indian women for dating and marriage. It's just not worth it. What's worth it is dealing with women that love black men. All right, not true. Play recycle. I'll tell you this, bro. There's a lot of East Asian chicks that have great bodies. All right, there's some of them that have great bodies. Don't sleep on them. These East Asian chicks. And bear in mind, when I say East Asia, I'm talking Japanese first, South Korean second. No Chinese women. We do not deal with Chinese women. We don't date them. We don't want to marry them. No Chinese women. No. They also don't like brothers. They don't check for us, and we don't check for them. It's that simple. That's my personal opinion. Other brothers may disagree, and that's cool, man. That's cool. But I have zero interest in dating Chinese women. Yeah, I'll do a stream. I'll post a video about Chinese women for you brothers. But personally, they don't do nothing for me, Chinese women. I don't personally check for them. I'm sure other brothers do, which is why I do streams on Chinese women and do videos on them for you brothers. But for me personally, I don't deal with Chinese women like that. Japanese first when it comes to Asian, then South Korean. But even then, South Korean are 50-50 because of the whole feminist crap in their country. So it's just Japanese women. I think brothers, black men cannot go wrong with Japanese women when it comes to Asian women. And luckily, Japan is far away. The only way Pookie can get to Japanese women is if he joins the military. But if he's not in the military, there's no way Pookie from Houston, from New York, from Marcy, New York, Brooklyn, New York, from Compton, California, from Englewood, he ain't going all the way to Japan. It's too far for him. He's going to DR, so I'm not worried about Pookie's ruining Japanese women. What I'm worried about is feminism. Because the evil Westerners, the evil powers that be, they want to push that feminist crap on every woman so far. I pray that it never happens. I pray that feminism breaks down. And shout out to Just Pearly Things for, although I don't agree with her 100%, shout out to her for debating feminism and making feminism look like an absolute garbage movement. So the more women speak against feminism, the more they call out how trash it is, the more men and women wake up. Like I said, I used to call myself a male feminist many years ago. Big mistake, embarrassing. I'm ashamed of myself that I call myself a feminist. But I didn't know better. High school, university, I was indoctrinated by the liberal agenda. I'll leave it as that. I broke out of that as soon as possible, and now I don't align myself with any sort of liberalism ideas. I saw this mixed black and Japanese woman in the gym, and I was blown away. Thing is, right, I find that the mixed race black chicks in the West, they're too bougie. The half black, half, and I'm going to end the stream in 10 minutes. Then let me just get my thoughts on. Brothers, please feel free to support. Hit the PayPal, hit the super chats. I'll be greatly appreciated. So the thing about half black, half East Asian women, they're very beautiful, but in the West, you can't get them. It's very hard to get those type of women because they know that they're rare. Okay, and Western society props them up, it fetishizes them. Brothers fetishize them, brothers uplift them, brothers go crazy over them. But in Japan, they're ignored. The same way half black, half white black girls in Germany, they were ignored. And they were, in my opinion, amongst the best looking women in the whole of Germany. But the German dudes ain't checking for them. The half black, half white German black chicks had to compete against the top tier white woman, the top tier Russian woman, because there's a lot of Russian women in Germany that are going for brothers too. The Ukrainian women, there's thousands there because of the war. And my recent intel has told me that Ukrainian women in Germany right now, they are going crazy over black men. Brothers, who else will give you this intel? Okay. So half black, mixed race German chicks, right, had to compete with these groups of women. And brothers, they're not really going for black women like that in Germany. It's only Western black men that are going for them. So that's another gem that that you brothers don't know about. A lot of these, mixed race black chicks, they may be the best looking woman, okay, but the German dudes are ignoring them because there's so many options there for brothers, black men in Germany. They're thinking, why would I date a black girl here when I was dating a black girl in America or the UK? Okay. So, that's some game for you right there. There's even half Asian, half black in Germany, but they're not being checked for because the brothers there, the white boys there, the German dudes there, they're not dealing with the half black, half whatever German chicks. It's the Western brothers, so they're ignored, and they're also ignored in Japan as well. Come on, man. The half black, half Japanese chick, she is ignored in Japan. Okay? So that means there's an opportunity for brothers, for black men to grab up these women. Because let me tell you, Japanese women are the top women in Japanese society. And without a doubt, the femininity, the style, what's deemed as attractive in Japan is the model type, cute looking Japanese chick. They can get the best looking white woman, the best looking black woman, Russian woman in Japan. She is not going to be put above the cutesy Japanese woman. So these chicks are ignored. There are tons of foreign women that are ignored in Japan. Japanese guys ain't dealing with them. Foreigners ain't dealing with them. Where's Theo? Theo, right? Theo, what's it called? Theo confirmed it. The foreign guys and Japanese guys, right, are going for Japanese women only. That means right? That means there's a whole bunch of women in Japan that are ignored. Professional Japanese women, they're ignored. Foreign women in Japan, they're ignored. There's a huge play here all around the world if you utilize your passport very well. And there's a reason why I'm telling you, brothers, get into IT, join my Python class, have that flexibility to go to any country, live there, move there. There's ways around this feminist BS. Shout out to Mr. Dark Ninja for the $4.99 super chat. Dark Ninja, Patreon member, Hall of Fame member. Appreciate you both for the support as always. Brothers should check for mixed girls, especially ones from Germany. Yes, indeed, man. Hidden gem. Half black, half Russian, half black, half German. That's all up in Germany. Where to find them? Only IP knows. I know Germany very well. I know Germany like it's my second home. And I know where to find these mixed race black girls easily. I know where they hang out, the neighborhoods. And if you want a wife, you're looking to meet some of them, I can direct you in the right place for that. Reach out to me for a consultation. There's some spots that I will not allow any pookie to blow up. Okay. You want a wife? I can help you find that. Um, shout out to Russian Spy Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. IP, you're totally wrong about Desi or Indian women. They're great. And I disagree, bro. I think I'm absolutely right. Russian Spy Sleazeball. I can speak for all black men on this that we ain't checking for them, bro. Okay. I speak for every single black man on planet Earth. Black men are not checking for Desi or Indian women like that. Nah, it is what it is. That Russian Spy Sleazeball. I speak for all brothers. I speak for every single brother. Okay, it is what it is, bro. We're not checking. We're not checking for them, and they ain't checking for us, and that's cool with me. That's cool with me, brothers. All right, so I'm waiting for. I'll give you 5 minutes to call in, Juju. If you can't call in, I'm going to end the stream at the 50-minute mark. It's been a fantastic stream so far. So yeah, you want Indian women, you ain't gonna find on this channel. I'll tell you that in any time soon. I do not deal with them when it comes to relationships. I have zero interest in them. Them and Chinese women to an extent. I'm good. I'm good on them, man. Brothers can do a lot more better than going for an Indian woman. I'll tell you that. Why would you go for women that don't love you? Why would you go for women that don't love you? Think about it. Why would you go for brothers that don't check for you? Oh, man. Denzel, you're a funny guy, man. Russian Spy Seasball, you're a funny guy too, bro. All right, awesome. Okay. Alrighty. Why is my thing buffering really slowly? All right, so actually, do you know what Dems words? Reverse that, right? Imagine an Indian chick introducing you to her mother. Good luck with that. Imagine an Indian chick, right? Or a Chinese chick introducing you as a black man to their mothers. They will have a heart attack. You brought a black man home? How dare you, Shanjita or Gurpreet? All right? How dare you, Mailing? Brack? you see, okay? It will not go well at all. A lot of I'm trying to set your brothers up for success. I'm not gonna pick for you women that don't check for brothers or love brothers in any shape or form. They don't check for us, and we don't check for them. Okay. Thank you very much. So he says here, those Indian and Chinese families will just reject you and have too much pride. And I have too much pride in who I am and what I have accomplished to tolerate that. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Absolute facts, man. Absolute facts. All right, awesome. I'm going to end the stream in 2 minutes. Hawaiian chicks. Hawaiian chicks. I've heard some good stuff about them, especially the Japanese Hawaiian chicks. Yes, I think there's some sort of play with them. But Hawaii, the jury is out. There's the Japanese woman in Hawaii. There may be some sort of play there. But overall, I can't confirm Hawaii at all, in my opinion. All right, brothers. Going to end the stream in a minute. Thank you very much for this great stream. Looking forward to speaking to you, brothers, about more countries, more Panama videos, more intel on Panamanian women, more Panamanian vlogs. Please definitely check out my Panamanian videos. And yes. The stash. Sorry, bro. The stash. I mean, bro, you came late, bro. You came in late, bro. I've been going on for almost 3 hours, right? Almost 3 hours, bro. You you came in late, bro. I'm sorry about that, bro. I've been going for almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours. I'm telling you, don't miss my stream, man. My streams are the most entertaining streams in the whole of the Passport Bro space. Okay. So make sure you subscribe, press the notification bell to all notifications so you will never miss a live stream or upload from me. Okay. And that's the problem here, Russian Spices. But he says, bro, there's literally 2 Indian majority countries in Africa. And that's my point. That makes me angry. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Are there any majority Black populations in India that are economically prosperous? No. The Black people in India are in poverty and go through racism, structural racism, institutional racism by Indian people in India. But Indians are millionaires in Africa, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Tanzania, in Kenya, in all these African countries. Indians are living great lives. But in their countries, if we go there, we get attacked for being Black. A lot of African students have been attacked for being Black, in India. That's my point. So they come to our motherland, make their money, they live great lives, have their own schools, even have their own communities that are all Indian people. But in their country, they treat us like a piece of crap. They're treating us like a piece of crap in their countries. Like being said, they have a caste system there where the darker you are, they look down on you. So you gotta be some light skin looking brother. Even if you are a light skin brother, you're still Black. And that's why I don't mess with the racist Indians like that, man. I hate that. I hate racism. So you come to our countries, you make your money, okay, and then we go to your country and we're living in poverty. I don't mess that at all. I don't rock with that. Even in the UK, right? They will only hire their own people. They get into managerial positions, directors, and only hire their own people. And them as well. You can back me up, right? You go to KFC, McDonald's. Once an Indian guy becomes manager, he only hires Indian people. So you're telling me that Black people don't exist? White people don't exist? Latinos don't exist? We all want to get it, man. We all have to survive. We all want to live prosperous lives. So why are you only hiring your own people for these top jobs or jobs in general? That's why I hate that racism, bro. That's one of the issues I have with their community. Only focusing on their people only, like other groups of people don't exist. It should be based on merit, not where you're from, not your caste system, not your religion. They even have problems with Muslims. There's a huge Muslim versus Hindu rift there in India and in the West too. I don't rock with that, man. I don't rock with that. You come into Africa, come to UK, you practice that kind of caste system. I don't mess with that, man. Same for Chinese people too. Any group that does that, I don't mess with that. I don't mess with that in any shape or form. I don't mess with economic racism in any shape or form. So if you're living in Africa making millions, then we should, all right, we should as Black people also make millions in India too. How many Black people you know that are millionaires in India? But I know a ton of millionaires in Africa that live in the UK. Or I got property in Kenya, I got property in Tanzania. That's cool, man. That's cool. But what about Black people having property in India? You know, I don't rock with that, man. I really don't. I don't rock with disrespect. I don't rock with economic racism. We're all trying to get it. So if you're locking Black men out of jobs, I don't mess with that. Same thing in Silicon Valley in California, right? In California, apparently Indian people get into positions and only hire Indian people on Facebook, in Google. So you're telling me a Black man can go to university, get a computer science degree, okay, from a top university, but because he ain't Indian, he won't get the job because they practice, ethnic tribalism, and then they're allowing that. Can you believe that? It is a huge problem in Silicon Valley in California. They have locked out Black men, right? Black people in general, even Black women, they have locked them out of the tech field in California. I'm hearing brothers complain about it. Even Theo's complained about it as well. It's crazy. So it's not just about even dating them, it's also an economic thing as well. It's an economic thing as well. How are you allowed to lock out a whole group of people from an industry, a high-paying industry? Because tech is where a lot of Indians and Chinese have made crazy amounts of money through stock options, RSUs, and all that stuff, while having a great salary. And you're locking Black men out who have worked hard their whole life at university, particularly Black American men, because this applies to Black American men. They have locked out Black American men from Silicon Valley in America. So I see that. I don't rock with that. You're stopping Black men from earning six figures in California, working at Google, Microsoft, Facebook. That's where they are. Even Twitter, before Elon Musk took over. If you looked at the pictures, a whole bunch of Indian people, but hardly any Black people there. And you think I'm going to be okay with that? The Black men that built America are being locked out of wealth in 2023. I don't rock with that in any shape or form, bro. You best put some respect on the names of Black American men. So it ain't just about dating that woman. It's about me also not being happy as to how they do things in the corporate environment when it comes to jobs. Same thing they do in the UK, they do it in America too. Pisses me off, man. It makes me angry. Shout out to Mr. Russian Spy Sleazeball for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. I recommend you a Black YouTuber right now who has 2 Indian girlfriends. Also, there's historical reasons why Africa is social economic designed that way. Listen, man, I know history. I don't rock with them being millionaires in Africa, but we can't be millionaires in their country. If you have gone to Africa, right, and you become a millionaire there, cool, good for you. But Black people should also go to your country and become millionaires there too, because Indians, they move very freely in India. No Black person's attacking them for being Indian. They're not being oppressed there. So that just shows you how kind and loving Black people are in general. Okay, black people don't harm anyone. Black people allow people to make money and live a great life. Cool, we're good people. So why is that you can't do that for us as black people in your countries? Why are you oppressing us? Why are you locking out black American men from the tech field in California, but you're making millions in Africa? That kind of stuff just irks me, man. It irks me. It irks me, man. Yeah, I agree with that, Johnny. Yeah. I respect your work ethic. That's cool. But when you're doing cultural, ethnic oppression, locking out people from jobs because they're not Indian or they have dark skin, I don't rock with that. I don't rock with that. You know, I don't rock with that. Let us become millionaires in your country too. If we go to India, allow us to be free from racism, from being attacked for being black. You look at all the news articles, a lot of African students have been attacked for being black in India. But you don't see black people attacking Indians in Africa. We don't do that crap. We don't do that crap. You know, the same for the Chinese too. Come to Africa, come to the Caribbean, come to UK, make all this money. Cool. Can we go to your country in China and make money too? It can't just be a one-way street. You can't just go into other people's countries making money there and no one can touch your woman, no one can make money in your country. I don't rock with that. That's being hypocritical. The same way, European dudes, right, will, go after, what's it called? European dudes will go after sisters, our black women, right? But we can't go after their own woman. It's a problem if they see a black man holding hands with a white woman. But it's okay for white men to hold hands and smash our black women. That's my problem. Too much hypocrites in the dating scene. You making money in our country? Cool. Let's make money in your country too. Let's make it fair. Let's make it fair. You want to date and smash our woman? Cool. We want to date and smash your woman too. And I'm not talking that, cockhold open relationships crap. I'm talking about a black guy dealing with Asian woman, white woman, cool. If white guys and Asian dudes want to do it with black women, cool. Black guys should also do it with white women and Asian women too. It's that simple. It's that simple. Don't get it twisted, man. No cockhold, no open relationships crap. I don't do that. I don't do that nonsense. I'm talking about, money, dating different groups of women. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of seeing, us getting the short stick every goddamn time. I'm tired, man. Sometimes we're too kind, and that might be a detriment to us sometimes, because we're raised to, equality, see people for their character, and I agree with that. But other groups aren't following that same set of rules. Okay, but Russians and sleazeball, right? Are they millionaires in India? I guarantee you they are oppressed. They go through institutional racism. I can look it up right now and I can back up my facts. I can back it up. I can back it up. Anyone black in India ain't living good. Any black man, any black woman in India right now they are not living great lives, but Indians are living incredible lives in Africa right now. All my UK mates that are Indian in the UK will boast about, I'm going to holiday in my family's home in Tanzania, in Kenya, always those two countries. Oh, we have a lot of property there. We're so rich there. Cool. How many brothers do you see? I'm going to India to meet, to go to my family home and my properties in India. You don't see that. 2023, I'm not with the games, brothers. There's a reason why I'm saying that this channel is for brothers only at this current point in time. Many people have tried to get me to open up the channel to different groups of people. I have shut them down. Hey, IP, you would be a lot more bigger, okay? You would be a lot more bigger, IP, if you made your channel open to everyone. I'm good, man. I'm good. I want it only for brothers. Only for brothers, man. Many people have tried throughout the years. They've DM'd me, IP, do this, IP, do that. They've tried to come on the comment section, IP. It would be a great idea if you open it up to everyone. And I have shut them down. I would probably be at 150,000 subscribers right now. Honestly, if I open up my channel to every group of men out there, I would probably be at 150,000 subscribers right now. And I have shut that down. I have shut that down. You know, I could have, I could be making a lot more money on this channel. I could be making thousands on this channel if I opened up to every group of men. I will probably be at 150K, 200K if I open this channel up. And I could be making thousands every day or month. I have shut that down. I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I want it only for brothers. I have sacrificed resources, my time, not making money on this channel for a long time. You know, there was a time when I took no super chats, I took no donations. I just wanted black men out there. And I still don't make a lot of money on this channel. I do this out of interest and out of, out of love and respect for you brothers. I do it only for you brothers, man. I could have gone super mainstream. I've been on this passport movement for a long time, and there's been opportunities. People have told me, IP, if you move this way, you would blow up incredibly. I said, no, I want it only for brothers. You know, there's a reason why I move like that. I don't want no culture vultures up in this bee. You hear me? I don't want no culture vultures up in this bee. Because I've seen how other groups move, and I don't like it, man. I really don't. All right, so let me shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker for the 5th time tonight supporting me. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, brother, for the support. Johnny, as always. Thank you, brother. Means a lot to me, bro. I've worked with Indian women in grad school. She brought up that she brought up that skin lightening is a thing there. There you go. If they were cool with darker skin folks, then why is the skin tone such an issue? Even in America, we're not doing that. There you go, man. Like, even in the UK, right, there's a fresh off the boat Indian person, and they will just stare at me. Like, some states have been malicious, that they want to attack me. I remember when I was in Costa Coffee. I'm not sure if you have Costa Coffee in America. It's a coffee company, right? I'm sitting down on my laptop, I'm typing away, I'm coding, right, in Python. And then I look to my left and I see some Indian dude mean mugging me. I don't know this dude. I never met him in my life. This dude straight up mean mugging me. I'm like, what the hell are you looking at? You know why he's mean mugging me? Because I'm black. Because I'm a dark skinned black man. Have you not seen in my videos? I'm a dark skinned black man. You know, and that's my problem with with countries just bringing in anyone, right? They're not educating them on race, on being respectful to people, not having sort of prejudice towards anyone. This dude mean mugging me for a minute now. I'm like, I look at him back. I'm like, yo, what's up? What are you looking at? Then he looks away. He looks at me again and he looks away. And I've had that on multiple occasions in the UK. I've had it mostly from Indian people and from Chinese people, man. So I know that their countries are countries that I have no interest in going to anytime soon. India, China, no interest. Unless it's for some sort of business trip or something like that, I have no interest in going there for recreational purposes. Shout out to Mr. Dark Ninja for the $199 super chat. You preaching IP. Thank you for the kind words, bro. I'm gonna wrap up in 5 minutes, man, because my brother's boiling right now, man. Honestly, I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. I'm not happy as to how we as black men get the short end of the stick. You know, we as black men get the short end of the stick. I'm tired of it, man. You best respect black American men, black British men, black Canadian men, black Australian men, even black African men. Any black man, these other groups of people gotta respect us, man. You know, certain people built countries. I can comfortably say that black American people built America. I can say that it was the civil rights movement that allowed all these other groups of people to come to America and become millionaires as immigrants. So pay your appreciation to black American men who have sacrificed their lives for you as an immigrant, whether you're an Asian immigrant, a white immigrant, a black immigrant. Pay your respects to black American men, right? For them sacrificing their lives and time for equality to allow you to come to America and become successful immigrants. I don't rock with people coming to America, becoming successful and demeaning black American men and saying, oh, if we can do it, why can't you? Shut the F up. You don't know what they've been through for the past 500 years. You've come through and they have essentially gone through everything worse for you to become successful here. So if you had any brain, you would actually support these people, our black American brothers, right? And and appreciate what they've done. Same here for UK brothers too. UK brothers built this country through slavery. UK brothers, the Caribbean brothers, the African brothers, we came here, in the 60s, 70s as immigrants, and we built this country. We built the UK. So, on that point, if you're a European immigrant, if you're some sort of immigrant that comes to the UK and becomes successful, pay black men in the UK our respects. We went through hell. We went through hell so you can run, so you can become successful. It's about time we get that respect, man. Shout out to Johnny again for the support. Thank you, Johnny, for the support, bro. $2 super chat. We're here to back you up, brother IP. Thank you for the kind words, Johnny, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. That's love right there, bro. Thank you so much. People just talking crap. Just talking out their neck against black men. I don't rock with that, man. I really don't. All right, let me read out this PayPal donation. I'm gonna wrap it up, man, before a vein pops. before a vein pops, man, because that's I've had that issue for a long time. Just people disrespecting us, people making big money in our countries, and then we're suffering in their country. Bro. All right, shout out to Mr. Muammar for the £1.59 PayPal donation. Muammar, thank you, bro, for the support on PayPal. Much appreciation to you, bro. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you. All right. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker going ham tonight. Thank you, Johnny, for the support, bro. Much love to you, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Yes, please respect us. Our families been here for centuries, and some of us are just now achieving the American dream. That's facts. Meanwhile, immigrants from other cultures come here and within 1 or 2 generations can be wildly successful. Facts, bro. Facts. And they become successful. Do you know what's $30 super chat? Thank you, bro, for the $30 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Do you know what's worse than that, Johnny? Immigrants become successful, and then they become managers and directors and only hire their own people and disrespect Black American men and lock Black American men out of high-paying jobs in Silicon Valley. That's, to me, is wildly disrespectful. So you become successful, and then you get the top jobs, and then you lock out the people that have allowed you, that did all the hard work for you to be successful in America. I don't rock with that. You know, I don't rock with that. That kind of stuff irks me. Anyone in America, right? Anyone that is, I don't care if you're Black, if you're Indian, if you're Chinese, if you are not Black American, you have no business locking out Black American people from the top jobs. I don't care if you're African Black. I don't care if you're Caribbean Black, if you're Chinese, if you're European from Europe. I don't give a damn. You have no business locking out Black American people and Black American men from any industry. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. If you are a Black African, Black Caribbean, and you've moved there to America from your homeland in Africa and Caribbean, and you become a successful immigrant, you don't get to lock out Black American men from any jobs. You don't get to hire your own Caribbean or African people. I don't rock with that. And that goes for Chinese people. That goes for Indian people. That goes for anyone that's an immigrant. Shout out to Mr. Dems Wood. Appreciate you, bro, for the £1.99 super chat. Thank you, Dems Wood. Appreciate you, bro. You can't build with women who hate you, brothers. Amazing super chat there, bro. You can't build with women who hate you, brothers. Facts. it's very clear that some groups of women from particular ethnicities, the majority of them, and I can say 80% of them, 85% of them, almost 90%, just hates black men. Just hates black men. You can't build with that. If a particular culture hates you, you cannot build with women from that culture. Now, people say IP, Japanese women, Japan is a homogenous society. Show me evidence that Japan as a culture hates black people. I can speak to Theo, I can speak with Tony Berry, I can speak with brothers that have actually lived and been in Japan. They have all told me no IP. There is not a culture in Japan where there's hatred towards black people. In fact, you've got women that want to be black. You got women that listen to black culture. You got women that appreciate black culture. Men too that appreciate black culture. Are they appreciating black culture in India and China? For the brothers who love the Indian and Chinese women, are they appreciating black culture in China and India? Show me evidence that they are. I can show you a bunch of evidence that they appreciate black culture in Japan. Show me evidence they appreciate black culture in India and China. Crickets. So, brothers, start thinking in a more structured and a more efficient manner. Time is of the essence. So I pose that question again. For those who love Indian women and Chinese women, okay, right? For those who love Chinese and Indian women, show me evidence where they appreciate black culture. I can show you a whole bunch of evidence where they appreciate black culture in Japan. It's that simple. I come with the facts. I come with the receipts. You will not find any sort of indication where a society that hates dark-skinned people are going to appreciate black culture. Shout out to Mr. Calisthenic Arts for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the support. Means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. Second that what Dems Wood said. There you go, man. Absolutely. You can't build with someone from a woman from a culture where the culture don't like you. Think about it. So she likes you. So you meet an Indian chick, a Chinese chick, right? She likes you. She likes you, okay? But what about her family? What about her culture? What about her cousins? What about her extended family? And I have seen, right? I have seen on social media, Black and Indian couples, there's always some sort of problem. They would say, right, it was very hard for the Indian woman's parents to accept her marriage or my proposal or my engagement. It was very hard. What does that tell you? Before marriage, after marriage, there's going to be problems. There were just some cultures that I can't in my good faith just tell brothers, listen, go here. Because the woman may like you on an individual romantic level, but when you marry someone, you're marrying their family too. You're marrying their culture. And if the culture is anti-black, if the culture looks down on dark-skinned people, why would you wife up someone from that culture? It's that simple. It is that simple, brothers. It's that simple. So we're gonna wrap up in 5 minutes. Great stream. Apologies if I went to ham on that, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out there, because Passport Bros is about brothers traveling, but economics are also important. You know, how we trade is also important. I want to see brothers get this money. I want to see brothers live great lives. So I don't rock with any group of people or system that is oppressing Black men from reaching their potential. You know, it that's why I gotta say, brothers, man. Shout out to Donovan Jr. for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. They get disowned to the Indian woman. Yep, facts, facts, absolute facts. They get ostracized. They get disowned. Don't come back here. You married a Black man. Do you want to deal with a society or culture like that? Do you want to deal with a society and culture like that? Very common. You know, some Indian chicks are catching hell by their family when they bring home a Black guy. And in most cases, the marriage doesn't even last because she can't take it anymore. Her siblings don't rock with her. Her parents don't rock with her anymore. The society don't rock with her. The culture, the community. Whew. And I'm not saying every other culture is perfect, right? I'm not saying that every other culture there isn't something like this, but numbers tell you that India, China, a strong amount of them don't mess with us. Yeah, I may push out, you know, intel on Chinese women, but that's for you brothers who are interested in Chinese women. I'll tell you this though, I have zero interest in Indian women. I think the anti-Black culture in India is worse than China, or they're on an equal playing field. So I'm not gonna send you brothers to the walls and tell you go to India to find your wife. That's far from the truth. That's far from the truth. Imagine me telling a brother to go to India to find his wife. Nah, come on, man. So great stream, brothers, man. I'm gonna wrap up. So thank you, brothers, for the support, for the encouragement. Look out for more Panama videos. I appreciate the support. And thank you to all those who super chatted, who who PayPal. That was greatly appreciated. Again, I look forward to seeing you brothers in my upcoming Python classes. And I look forward to teaching my current Python students this weekend. And I'll see you brothers on my next video or stream. Okay, appreciate you brothers. Thank you very much. Peace out, brothers.